PK เขาจะไปทำวีซ่า PK นี่คือใคร PK วิโอ้โหโคตรวิ่ง
Chronicle was deleted instantly. Look at the pace of this.
วันนี้เหรอ
bullied away from it so far. Boaster, Alpha, and Leo, the last alive, and Alpha was not in his traditional.
เฮ้ยปัด
finds Aspas. The plant yet to go down, and Boaster taking back space. Now with the plant in, they've got 2 alive, and Cowan's on 35 HP. Holding towards that CT side, where Fnatic are starting to gather. 1 flash to play with. This could be huge.
Taking close contact here with the frenzy.
โอ้
creeping onto the angle.
ทำมิ่งโอ้โหแล้วได้1ด้วย
Catches Boaster, gets the flash, trying to find out, buys a second or 2. Might note that Leo has played ahead of this now, but 2E's gonna be playing a little bit deeper with that ghost. Still paranoid of the wrap. Alpha clears through, snaps back.
Oh!
Start for lOUD.
ลีโอเทรดไม่ดีเลยน้อง
What a way to open things up here on
เฮ้ย
Split.
ลีโอต้องได้นะเว้ยลีโอเฮ้ย
Looking to
นาย
take the fight to Fnatic. Off the rip, set the precedent very early in this first half. You noted it as well. Alpha
ลีโอเทรดไม่ดีครับช็อตเนี้ย
over towards the A site. Here a different pistol setup. Execution is perfect now. On the back of the Trailblazer here. Aspas the one to set things in motion, and 2E's to close out. Nice!
That felt like an assassination on the site
จะไป
there.
ทำวีซ่า
So
วันนี้ใช่ไหมเหรอ
lOUD
อ๋
coming
อ
in with
คือ
a
อยู่
game
ถึง
plan,
ช่วงที่ปื้มจะไปทำพอดี
incredibly well. Now we look at what's coming to this round.
พี่น่าจะเข้าใจแล้ว
Rifle
เอาตายเอาเฮ้ยเฮ้ยเพื่อนยิงกันหน่อยดิ
Actually doing the damage there.
ไอ้ย่ามีทีมปะวะ
Cowan's
กูก็ดูให้มึงอยู่มึงไม่ยิงอ่ะ
So, I mean, for Fnatic, they are bringing at least a couple of sheriffs, but massive stack towards B.
They're trying to set something up off the cam here. Spike not committed just yet. Trailblazer going to explore through mid here from Cowanzine.
มันไม่มีใครยิงให้เลยดิ
Still won't figure out the heavy presence. lOUD, as if they got a decent enough read here as Fnatic.
ชิบหายแล้วเขาอย่างงี้เขารู้แล้วเนี่ย
Meanwhile, on the way towards the other
ได้
side.
ยินไหม
We have to catch this ahead on Heaven.
เรียบร้อยไม่
That
น่าเจ
high
อใคร
flash
วะ
revealing that there is no one waiting, maybe behind screens, behind
มันรู้ได้
pillar.
ไงวะว่า
For a burst potential
ว่าอยู่
here,
บอม
though.
บีเยอะ เก่งเนาะ
Ready. Spas wants to be the
เล่นเกมพวกมึง
gatekeeper
ดี
here.
นะ
Plant's gonna
ไอ้
come
ลาว
in.
เนี่ย
Feels a
โอ้ย
little
เอา
bit of that
เอา
pressure.
เอาเอา
It's a lot of
Oh.
players on this side by Heaven,
Oh.
so Aspas does need to be careful. He is the one
Yeah,
with the big
die hard.
gun that really wants to be able to keep in hand here. If that falls through, maybe it could be a problem, but no, it's Sadak keeping them at distance. Fnatic unable to close that gap yet.
Yeah, that's so disconnected on this waiting so late. 2E's fine Boaster as well. Sadak to Leo. Aspas onto Chronicle. It's all wraps here unless Alpha can find anything. It's just Sadak.
Nice and clean work. That's 4.
ไอ้ปอ
Bulldogs remain.
ดูจนจบเลยครับปื้มไอ้ปอมึงทำอะไรน้องแว่นกูไว้ฮะ
So
น้องแว่นกูมาฟ้อง
pretty
มึง
decent
โดนมึงโดน
bonus
นะ
here.
ปอ
Now on the other side for Fnatic, of course, they'll have the full
โด
perk.
นเนี่ย
What are they going to do with it? Again, I do want to see how they test that
รู้อยู่
alpha setup, which has been
รู้อยู่
notorious
บูไทย
on Split.
Absolutely.
รู้อยู่
You got to.
ไอ้แว่นมันร้าย
Fraud will have done the homework on this. That's something.
ไอ้เฟลอยากเสือกแล้วเชื่อปะอุ้ยโอ้โหด่าน้องแรงไป
Well, Les is actually a pivotal
Bomb.
part of that.
บอกว่าด่าน้องแรงไป
So if you on the bonus, prioritize mid.
รอบชิงแข่งกี่แมปครับ Best of 5
Cautiously doing
ครับ
it.
ผม
Three players looking a little closer here. This is Durka on a bit of a platter. No direct support, but maybe doesn't need it clean towards
Yep.
Aspas. And
นี่กู
pressure
ต่อให้หลบ
on
แฟ
the
ด
other
นะ
side
เฮ้ย
towards
อะไร
Chronicle down the
โคลิ
temple.
เคิล
That's a little more dangerous. You
อุ้ย
see Cowanzine wants in on that.
อุ้ย
Takes
ไม่รู้
space
นะ
even. Just off the back of the headshot.
อุ้ยแม่งโคตรนิ่มเลยอ่ะกระโดดไปเหยียบเชือก
Again, I always look
ไม่มี
towards
เสียง
the clock
เนียน
when the
ตา
camera
จัด
is
ครับ
removed
จังหวะ
and
นี้
quickly a decision is made on the
มูฟ
back
เมนต์
of
ของ
it.
เขา
Les will spawn out the second piece of utility here.
อุ้ยได้ยินเสียงนะตุยได้ยินเสียงนะ โอ้ย
With
จะ
that
ตาย
contact,
เหี้
they'll
ย
probably commit to having
เอาเสียแฟด
three players
Áo.
still around this, but you can see the
Xiềng ngay
timing
trùng.
being worked out very nicely here for lOUD. They've actually maybe threaded the needle just a touch.
And even drawing the paranoia here is huge. Still find themselves an advantage here on
30
the A
seconds
side.
left.
They have to try and close the gap.
Got to try and make the cross. Alpha's respecting it enough to sit deep towards CT.
ชิบ
Not
หายแล้ว
really leaning
Fnatic
forward, but Cowanzine getting aggressive.
ส่งกลับบ้าน
He's been
เอ้า
rewarded. Chronicles down and
ไอ้
they bring
เหี้ย
it back to
ยิง
44
อัลฟาเจอร์ได้โคนิเคิล
very soon.
งงเหมือนกัน
As well, corner. Players disconnected towards ramp. Less has been here all the while.
And the flash didn't catch. It set them into motion in that frag. Taking away Boaster, but Durka on a quick trade. Down again to a 3v3, but Les still has that rifle. Yes, pulled over with Kalanzin, but still a chance here for Leo. Connects well, but the trade comes in. And Les has caught Durka. It's all on Alpha in a 1v2. This is traditionally his site. People don't get their way with it. They don't get to convert these bonuses. But Alpha creeping forward, going to isolate the first. Look to pop the ult as well. Time is ticking. He's got to make a move. And Les has him.
ดิฟ
Fnatic faltering
เอ็ม
in
ดิฟ
these early rounds.
เชี่ยเลดโคตรแม่นเลยว่ะ
And we're seeing it here.
มึงดูมันยิงดิ
Off to a flying start here to convert.
ไอเลดแม่งแบบเนียนตาจัดๆเลยอะ
Great progress towards some of these key ultimates, the divide, the seekers, the rolling thunder.
แม่งทัวร์นาเมนต์นี้แม่งแบบของมันเลยเว้ย
In the next couple of rounds, Lauren. Well, they even have to rely on them in the
โอ้
next.
โห
First example of lOUD maybe trying to exploit this very deep, this loose
เชี่ยแม่ง
hole
คม
on a
จริง
site. Very reliant on the utility. And some key damage done. Typically, Chronicle would be there in a position to try and slow things down.
อรุณสวัสดิ์ครับน้องบุญมีจังอุ้ยโดนนะ
Feels like
โดน
a
นะ
very well
เฮ้ยโอ้โหเดิร์กมันเล่น aggressive จังวะ เชี่ยมึงใช้มาฮอนะเว้ย
This is still not a pretty bind.
เชี่ยมาฮอ
They can achieve anything with this. It'd be quite impressive. Turret seems
ปื
to
น
be a bit of a challenge, but
ทุ
they
เร
at
ศ
least
มาก
control the A side of the map.
Try again here. Located by the boombot, Sadak though. Secrets about this on the way in.
แฟดโอ้โหเฮ้ยโบ๊ทนายเล่นสูตรนี้อีกแล้วเหรอ
Slip away, no harm, no
เฮ้ย
foul.
โบ๊ท
Seconds left here.
ไอ้เหี้ยแล้วมันจะได้แดกอะไรอะแฟดมึงอะ
Just about. I don't
Alpha
think
Wow.
that. Well, I would have
กระ
got
โด
the
ด
voice
เจอ
from
แฟด
at least.
เขาก็ไม่อยู่แล้วดิ
So now do they pull a player over because Alpha
Ta.
normally is that
Pull up time.
talisman of that A site. I think they have to. Chronicles now drifting away. They've got to respect that. Feeling a little vulnerable. But again, Fnatic still, these are all sheriffs. This is hard to land. 40 seconds, the device on key ultimates you noted now going to be invested. First frag found.
ชิบหาย
Fnatic!
โบ๊ทตึงไปเพื่อน อู้ ดึงไปโบ๊ทเพื่อน
The choke point. Taking the breath away from lOUD.
โบ๊ทตึงจัด
A monumental task for Les.
ไม่ต้องใช้แฟดป่ะ
4 players on the other side of that smoke. And 1 on the way. Alpha slowly but surely creeping around. Could be the Reaper. Les is tagged up, looking very vulnerable. Here he comes. Gonna spot him out in with 10 seconds. Toying with
เอาเหรอ
the
พี่อันเฟรนไปเหรอ
HP
ปื้ม
Les. And gonna be alive soon.
ขออภัย
It's
น้อง
just
ขอ
who
อภัย
finds it.
ที่อยู่
Alpha
แรง
is the one there.
ตอนนี้มัน
Mastercard
อิมหนึ่ง
Thrifty and a turn of the
เพราะ
tides.
ว่าไม่ได้เล่น
And a
นานครับ
flawless, no
แรงมัน
less
หาย
for the Thrifty. For Fnatic to get on the board here on split. Again, I think maybe
ที่หงุด
noting
หงิด
out
ไอ้
the
เหี้ย
air
ใน
there.
เฟรนลิสแม่งมีแต่ชื่อ
Feel like they're
เหี้ย
gonna
อะไรก็
pull
ไม่
the
รู้
rotation
มั่ว
and
ตัวไป
somehow
หมด
scramble.
เดี๋ยวนี้มันฮิตตั้งชื่อไทยเกรียนๆกันไหม
Canvas here. The read from now typically in the default on the defense.
ไอ้พวกติงตองอะ
For them, it's 2 towards mid, 2 towards B, and Alpha kind of floating, playing off that utility.
เอ้ยมึงโดนนำอยู่เว้ย
Fnatic are able to play that to their advantage as well.
Not the big ults here, Mike.
โดนตัวแรกแล้วไอ้ปอ
Showstopper with Durka.
ชอบตั้งชื่อมั่วซั่วนะกูลบทิ้งหมด
Lots to play with. And Aspas feeling no resistance in middle.
เฮ้ย
But it's a little different on
Right.
A site here.
Much different.
Again, in terms of expectations, you expect to see Chronicle in this
ไอ้
position.
นี่จัดไปสัก200,000ไหม200,000แสนแตกไอ้นี่แสนแตก
Hold down the fort towards
นั่งดูเดียวพอ
Evan
เหี้ยมือมันว่าง
Towards rafters. Now just time and time again trying to probe, figure out where these traps are set up.
It feels like they're trying to cause that rotation, right? Kind of toy with expectations, pull the third player to the wrong side of the map, but now lOUD looking to keep it a little bit more simplistic if they continue along this path. They have got the right read for now. The third player is on the way. The ult's going to come in. Storm comes out with a paranoia, but Aspas is away. Site control is there. Fnatic should be respecting that, but Leo instantly punished. And Sadak CT does make it across unscathed, and the plant will be there. Are they going to try and retake this almost?
ไม่
Spikes
ตาย
down.
ด้วยชิบหายละ
Shot comes through.
อุ้ยมีอันติครับเดิร์กอันติเดิร์กต้องง้างนะ ถ้าเดิร์กไม่ง้างสถานการณ์ไม่ดีแน่ ถ้าเสียเรานี้
Maybe a rifle in the back. Alpha very cognizant of it, but up and over we go. Fnatic finding both players. Sadak and Let's go down, but
ไม่
Aspas
เทค
given a second lease of life. How is he not checked on there? Boaster does trade it up, but Cowan team creeping closer in the
Oh!
shot. Taking them away.
Yeah
For Cowan team. securing the site.
ข่าวซินแล้วมาได้ไงอ่ะไออัลฟาเจอร์ดูอะไรอยู่วะ
Posted on the board.
ไม่เห็นว่ะ
Everything right on the way back in here.
ขอดูหน่อยดิ
I love the amount of pressure.
อัลฟาเจอร์ดูอะไร
As
วะ
the spike's going down, the aftershock comes
ต้องเช็ค
through.
อัลฟาเจอร์ครับ
People pressuring towards CT. Unfortunately, only amounts to 2 kills. lOUD still comfortable in terms of
อัลฟา
how
เจอร์
much
ดู
they're
เหี้ย
able
เหร
to
อ
disengage from sight.
โอ้โหมันอยู่ใต้เว้ย
Draws out the showstopper
อัล
as
ฟาเจอร์
well.
ไปยิงไอ้นี่ตาย
Will lose that going forwards.
เดี๋ยวดิ
Now that's
ยิงตายเสร็จ
Aspas one away from the
อ๋อระแวง
showstopper
หลัง
as well. 3 away from the lockdown. The next key ultimates.
โอ้โหเจอ
Very
เจ
proactive.
อ
Yeah, forced to wait. Didn't get the information he wanted off that, but maybe drawing a little bit of utility.
That's not necessarily
ได้ครับ
typical
น้อง
as
ปื้ม
well.
ได้ครับ
Sending out this utility almost on a roll of the dice at the start of the round to try and find a first blood.
ได้อยู่ร้านน้อง
Now we see a bit of more traditional, again, test towards A. It's going to be less constantly being that nuisance towards Alpha. He does have a support system in play, though. That is quarantine there. So that kind of tells a bit of a bigger picture this time. It's not just one play, but look how far less he's getting. The camera's gone.
เหี้ยเซตอัพเดิม
Space to work. Noted Alpha towards CT. And quarantine
ๆเซต
taking
อัพ
the side.
เดิมๆที่เรารู้จักอะแต่ไม่รู้ความหมายของ
They've
มัน
got everything they want. Fnatic are going to be held here towards heaven unless they do something
นั่น
audacious, and they don't.
รู้หรือยังอะ
through the smoke, punishing
ล่วงไปหนึ่ง
critical plots coming in. They are absolutely unraveling Fnatic.
กูว่าแฟนติกใช่แล้ววะงานเนี้ย
Yeah, now on the 4v5. Fnatic have to try and find a way
Yeah.
back through. Paranoia used up. Chronicles down, so there's no real utility to initiate this outside of Leo. One flash in hand.
นี่ถ้าเชื่อฟังบูมนะ
Look at this angle for Aspas. It's Dirk
ได้ขับเบนซ์แล้วเนี่ย
He's like, no, caught.
เอาเฮ้ย
The grave Dirk drags him back 3v3 now. Taken towards the site, Fnatic trying to creep closer, pop flash, push from Leo,
ไม่น่ารักละ
takes towards Pillar, but the timings, everything, both trying to clear out, couldn't turn in time, Fnatic!
แฟนติกเก่งจริงครับแฟน
Break
ติกเก่ง
back
จริงครับ
through, life in the
แฟนติกมาละ
A near on immaculate
Top 3
start
top 3
there for lOUD to get towards the site, to get that spike down, but resilience now being shown.
And this one
Top
so
3ครับพี่
comfortably favors lOUD. In terms of the utility we see in terms of
เชีย
Chronicle
ร์เพื่อนโบ๊ท
falling as
ทู
well.
โบ๊ทมันโหดอยู่
Off
แล้ว
the rip as well. I don't
ดูดิ
think
ดู
that's
โบ๊ทพีคดิ
invested anything.
เหี้ยโบ๊ทพีคโคตรตึง
Found inside the smoke.
Fnatic timeout.
แฟนติกไทม์เอาท์อะ
Can we get mini cam? Still not happy.
No,
They won the round, mini, I promise you.
he's hitting the timeout button there.
Yeah, you can see he's like, no. I mean, this is the first. Okay, so let's go to win conditions against Fnatic on this
เอ้ย
map.
ขอบคุณ
and
ซับตะ
both
ไคร้
lists
ครับ
that we often
This
talk about.
feel
Just quickly to come
Go
back to
ahead.
that is
Ui,
what I noted at the start of the round. You
chill,
don't often
why,
see Fnatic rolling the dice in terms of random
เอาไหนๆก็อยู่ยัน
utility
อยู่ยัน
power
ตอนนี้
round.
อยู่กันเยอะแล้วนะครับ
Try and actively
ก็
take
ขออนุญาต
engagement.
ขาย G
Usually
beat เลย
it's
ละกัน
all
นะฮะ
to slow down. It's
ช่วง
on the
พัก
back of the opposing
ใคร
team
ที่
basically finding contact somewhere.
สั่งซื้อ G beat นะครับ มี
Traditionally,
สิทธิ์
in
ลุ้น
terms
รับ
of the
รางวัลนะ
Leo's not flashed
เป็น
over
เสื้อ
towards
เปเปอร์เล็ก
A.
ทั้งหมด
You gotta
3 ราง
expect
วัล
that
นะ
towards
ใส่
A. You
ดู
have to
รอบ
expect
ชิง
something
เท่ๆเลยโกโก้
maybe set in motion
อัพลง IG
elsewhere.
Story แม่สาวกีตึม
But that's a little bit concerning. Like I said, there's
ใช้
a
โค้ด
few
บูร
rounds
พา
here
ด้วย
where
นะ
we
ครับ
have
อย่า
the
ลืม
example of lOUD coming forward, actively dealing with the spike cam in heaven.
ลุ้นรับได้เลย
Weakening that, I guess, the mid-round possibilities that Fnatic rely on so heavily.
And I love the way that they're kind of like not just doing it as this kind of like one-sided approach. It's not this singular, you know.
No, it's all
stack.
encompassing, yeah.
Exactly.
เปา
It's
เอ้ย
really nice to
เอ้ย
see
เอ้ย
that
เอ้ยเอ้ยปอถ้าไม่เอาก็ไม่ต้องพูดปอเงียบ
or at
เงียบ
least diligent
เงียบ
of what
มี
to
คนเขา
expect
เอาอยู่แล้ว
against Fnatic on this map.
อืม
And again with lOUD, is this the return to form? Obviously they look fantastic here, but
เงี
you
ยบ
can't
ๆดีกว่า
ignore what happened in Tokyo, right? That was something that was carved into our minds. 0-2 out instantly, very surprising. But now this is
ส่งให้ยังไงพร้อมน้ำเลยเหรอ
better. But the finances were certainly not stable. Look at the
ไม่
state
น่า
of
ใช่
what lOUD are left with.
น้ำน่าจะมาก่อนครับ
Suffering a little bit, but a bit of a pace change here. Aspas does have the showstopper, but a stinger in hand as well.
And this is an instantaneous denial and maybe a little overcooked there from Leo. Uncharacteristic from him. As Durka now forced to
มั่วซั่วไปหมดเลยว่ะ
pieces. Spike is down, so he's going to be trying to be a little bit more
ศึกตรงกลาง
proactive on this.
Heartbreaking
มั่ว
bout.
ซั่วนัวเนียถ้าเมื่อกี้อัดปัดตัดสินใจใช้อันตินะ
Back into Mayo.
ได้เล่นนั้นน่ะ
Elsewhere we'll find Quarantine.
เอ้าตัวแรกของลีโอเอ้ยโคนิเคิลครับ
Now the one thing
อุ้ยไม่เก็บอันติเอ้ยไม่เก็บบอมด้วยไอ้เหี้ย
Okay,
แม่ง
Alpha's
วัด
just
เลย
turned around.
เลส
Let's get a little bit nervous.
ตึงไป
I mean, he's
เพื่อน
only got a ghost, yes, but Alpha's
45
angle.
HP.
Yeah, that's good. That's fine. Nice reposition and a good heads up
Oh,
work
what?
there, just making sure that no one could slip through B main, unless was trying to kind of trail this pathway.
อยากได้เสื้อเซนซิเบตแทนหมดแล้วฮะ
Difficult.
นอกจากจะเอาตัวที่กูใส่แล้วเอาไหมล่ะ
Fnatic. Getting up to 3 now.
ไม่มีเหลือสักตัวขายหมดเกลี้ยงนะฮะเกลี้ยงครับใช้คำว่าเกลี้ยง โอ้ยเอาเฮียอะไรไม่มีไม่ให้เฮียชิบขายแล้วกูจะเอาที่ไหนใส่อ่ะกูก็ไม่มีดิเฮียเสร็จเอาด้วยก็นึกว่าไม่เอากันกูเห็นกูใส่แล้ว เลยพูดขู่ๆ
Again, I think at this point now, things may actually start to slow down a bit. lOUD are going to stick to
เอา
default. I also see something
เครื่องใครพังอีกอะ
That's actually a joke. How is it always when we're casting?
สวยละ
Tech pause. All right, folks.
We're not doing the bingo card today, are we?
Well, I don't know how desperate the desk is for content yet. The bingo card could roll out. I'm seeing Mimi look very excited by the
เอา
prospect.
เหรอไม่พบผู้ชายเหรอ
Not sure what's going on here. Hopefully we get a little
ไอ้
update
ยิง
from you guys.
ไอ้ยิง
but,
ครับ
clearly
ไอ้ยิงแม่งทำลิงก์ผิด
not ideal.
อ๋อไอ้
But
ไอ้
let's
ยิง
recap what we've seen
ไอ้โง่
so far. So sitting at 3 to 4. I mean,
ไอ้ยิงนี่มันโง่จริง
being very honest about this, the desk kind of highlighted that there has been a dip in certain areas of Fnatic's game plan, right? Coming into this, the pistols, the bonuses, all of this sort of stuff.
Sure, and we didn't touch on this ahead of map 1 starting, but one of the interesting things
อย่าง
for
นี้
me
หรือ
as
เปล่าวะ
well, we think about the comfort in terms of not really changing comms, not really being tested, and obviously the way that Fnatic spoke about themselves as a team.
มีไหมฮะตอนนี้มีไหม
Liquid lost
ลอง
in
ลิงก์ล่าสุด
finals.
ดิ
It is a bit of a concern to see maybe Fnatic come back and have to play against the team
ลองลิงก์ล่าสุด
they
ดิ
have
มา
lost
ไหม
against here at Champs and be forced into a position to maybe adapt in some ways. I think lOUD is a perfect example of a team that they don't come in like fisted,
No,
put
they
it that
do
way.
not. They do not. And just in case you are wondering, and I think you might have caught a glimpse of it there, I think Chronicles Monitor is having an issue or two. So I think they're going to try and fix that up for us as soon as possible. So thank you for your patience. I also production will be fixed in like 20 seconds, so don't worry about it. I may have added that on.
I don't want to be the pessimist.
Right. Tell me how you feel, Michael.
Well, I'm pretty sure I heard the spawn barrier drop, so the round started, but we'll park that one for the time being. I don't want to talk about that.
No. It'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. Oh, I didn't expect to fill on this game.
No?
No, I was lulled into a false sense of security that
We've had too good a run.
exactly.
In LA, though,
That's the
fair.
problem. That's the problem. And it was like on the other side. But let's kind of talk.
Này,
Bigger
lúc
then.
tung
Let's go
quạt
bigger
off.
picture because we've
Quạt
discussed
này
what we've had so far, which is quite a close-up view of this matchup instantaneously. But then again, talking about split, we've kind of covered
สรุปมันได้ไหม
what
เนี่ย
we're looking for.
ลิงก์ไหนถูกอะ
for
ไอ้เว้นมึง
to
เช็ค
play
ลิงก์ไหน
quite
ถูก
well
วะ
to
น้อ
our
ง
tune. However, shifting that into Ascent then, Michael.
Well, hang on. If I can just come back to split,
please, go ahead.
I want to come back to something that obviously Mini's spoken heavily about. It's like,
อ๋อ
oh
ลิงก์นี้
yeah,
เหรอ
we've got away with murder. We've not.
นี่
Sure.
That's why, you know, potentially why he looks so frustrated in some rounds. It's like against
ไอ้
the
ยิง
team
นี่
that
มันโง่
does
จ
their
ริง
homework and punishes you for these mistakes. It's unacceptable. Those are the things that just will not slip. And if this is now the moment where a team has finally
Sure.
come up with a plan to address the way that Fnatic play here on the defense, then this is the sort of thing I'm talking about. You come back into a game playing against somebody you've already conceded a series loss to here.
Very true.
Split aside, then actually how well versed are some of these adjustments?
I don't know how many times they've had to test run them, right? It's kind of walking a little into the unknown because not many teams have been able to force them to this. Yes,
Well, last time we saw Fnatic on Split, they were getting a little more proactive.
เอ้า
yes, they
We
were.
saw them actively clearing.
ยังไม่ใช่อีกเหรอ
So the Trailblazers that set things in motion. Alpha and Chronicle actually taking the space away from that lurk on the extremity, but
It's all theory.
it is, yeah.
It's all theory. We're waiting for the
พี่ว่าอันนี้แน่
actionable
เลย
side of things.
There's a hint of that with the paranoia play.
Yeah,
in the
close to
main,
getting a
where
bit more.
Edit
they're
com.
happy to kind of show their hand early on. Whereas previous, like, it's a big question mark.
Yeah.
Where is the trap play set up?
And
อ่ะ
historically, this is a good
อันนี้น่าจะมาละ
match, you could say. There are
ต้องมี
very
แอด
few
ข้างหน้าด้วย
losses, and the only one really
ชัวร์
is to lOUD.
ขอลองดูดิ
honestly. A couple of close
นี่ไง
games, back to the kind of best of fives we were looking
ขึ้นละ
for.
ขึ้นละ ขึ้นละ
Yes, EG got double digits, but they didn't convert.
ไอ้เหี้ยอีกแม่ง
Again,
ไม่ได้เรื่อง
Fnatic
จริง
do
เลย
have depth to this, but yes, I think you
ไม่
highlighted
ได้
well,
ครับ
we haven't
โค้ด
seen
พี่ต้องสั่งออนไลน์
tangible proof of those adaptations.
I mean,
yet.
the other one is that, yes, it's a much looser narrative.
ได้
a
ได้
little,
ได้
but
ได้
we see Fnatic test it, right? Forced to dig a little deeper, forced to make something out of some of these timeouts, forced to maybe turn a page or two in the playbook and bring something out. And I guess in terms of adaptation, that's where lOUD kind of thrive. They have the firepower here to actually lean into that sort of play style.
And I think it's very easy to almost overestimate recency bias with lOUD. Even just outside this event, you look at Tokyo and you're like, oh, okay, well 0-2, that wasn't great. You know, they started a little bit more shaky here. They were part of El Clasico for a while. I mean, they are heavyweights in their own right. They're one of the teams that are certainly put up there. So when you see them starting to hit that confidence, hit that form again, they do become a side that can absolutely best Fnatic on the right day. Now, obviously, in the bigger games, right, we're talking grand finals, you're talking about mostly Fnatic having their number in that. But they were the team that forced them down to this predicament, and I do believe we're jumping back into game. So thank you for your patience. Let's get back into this one. 3-4. lOUD on the attack here. Fnatic on the defense.
นี่ไงกูลบให้แล้ว
Worked out.
มึงไม่ต้องไปลบแล้วกูลบให้แล้ว
Some key ultimates
นี่เราต้องเชียร์ทีมไหนวะ
the showstopper, the seekers, and the
เนี่ย
lockdown.
โบ๊ทก็ได้เอา
Early investment here. Sadak
เนี่ยแต่ Fnatic แม่งเล่นไม่ค่อยเข้าตากูเท่าไหร่วะทัวร์นาเมนต์นี้ชอบลาวมากกว่า
How maybe start testing that fact finding
Teammate
Fnatic
ด้วย
want to start getting into. It looks much different now though. Boaster singing up towards heaven. It's actually Durka and Leo towards that side.
รสชาติหน่อยอันไหนน่าจัดเหรอส่วนตัวพี่ชอบสีม่วงบับเบิ้ลกัมครับ
But I wonder what the signifier is as well for them.
มันก็อร่อยเหมือนกันหมดอะ
There's not been much
หวาน
shown really. I don't know if it's
แต่
a
บับเบิ้ล
lack
กัม
of
พี่รู้
certain
สึกว่าโอเค
utility, a lack of
ง่ายดิ
presence at a certain time point, but they are reading it correctly. Lockdowns there, pain shell posted, forced away.
แตกไหมน่ะ
Seeker's gonna come out as well.
ชิบหายแล้วแล้วไม่แตก
This round.
ไม่โดนเอาชิบหายแล้ว
Neither did Durka. Oh, he still tried to do everything.
Oh.
He tried to do it, but he's so vulnerable. Just caught up, hands tied. And a 4v3. Sights under control. Aspas actually diving a little bit deeper. Full CT control here. So their eyes have to drift towards heaven. They have to be
เนี่ย
paranoid
จ่าย
about
ทุก
this
ส
one,
กิล
surely.
เพื่อทำลายไม่แตกครับ
Counting position
ทั้ง
away
เนตทั้ง
could be
ไฟ
critical, could
จ
be
ริงๆมันต้อง
essential.
ไปตั้งแต่เนตแล้วแต่เขาวางข้างบนครับ เนตเลย
Not really.
เนตเลยทำงานได้ไม่ค่อยเต็มประสิทธิภาพโอ้โห
And Aspas on the follow-up.
เหี้ยเดี๋ยว
It's
มันยิงกัน
all
ดิ
alpha. And I think
แม่ง
he
เจอ
knows
หาย
his
เจ
days
อ
are up,
หาย
but he's
สัตว์
drifting away.
1v4, able to get his way back into
อัน
heaven.
นี้แพ้กลับบ้านแล้วครับ
Gonna be the first, but
Beautiful.
will fall at the first hurdle. And the smallest of details, less putting the lockdown on top of the crates there in B main. The pain
ถ้า
shell
แพ้กลับบ้านเลยไม่มี
connect.
ชิง
The
3 แล้ว
aftershock can't follow through.
อันนั้นชนะ
See, it becomes
ไอ้
a
ไอ้บอ
little
ลมึง
bit
อย่ามั่วดิ
chaotic there.
ไอ้เหี้ยคนแพ้ได้ไปชิงที่
Convinced that the lockdown was going to be removed.
Well, Durka stuck around.
Yeah, they
and it was
play
like, well, it's sticking, so I got to try and play ahead. Fortunately, he did get one, but that was about it. Round not theirs. Breaking that 2 in a row that Fnatic started to build back on. Still enough money.
ได้อยู่บอสได้อยู่
Pressure being implemented again. The flash.
แล้วคอนโทรลบีเมนครับขาด
Boaster's got
คอนโทรล
some
บีเมน
depth
ขาด
here.
สตุน
This could be
สตุนหมู่
dangerous.
ดูด
Stuck in the gravity well.
สตุนหมู่แล้วดูด แล้วเนต
That's
แล้ว
perfect.
โบเตอร์
Boaster lost
โบเตอร์
it. How is he standing?
เอ้า
Durka
อะไรวะเนี่ยตรงนี้ โอ้ my god อะไรไม่รู้
And now
ดูเฮีย
counting
ไม่รู้เรื่องเลย
unless they are so far
Good
away
idea.
from this.
We spotted on the camp straight away here. Alpha relayed that information. Still has Chronicle by his side. Spike not necessarily noted here. Cowan's going to have a chance to retain it, but Les has to find something in this lurk. 60 seconds left on the clock now.
He's got to sell him.
อุ้ยแล้วไหลบีเหรอ
They're playing so safe. Look how deep they are sound, this Fnatic.
I mean, one kill will draw
ไหล
everybody
บี
inside.
สวยอยู่นะ
They're
เอ้าไหลเอว่ะ
nearly there.
Yeah. So a little bit of a question mark still towards B Heaven
ไม่
for
ค่อยสวยละ
Durka
ไหลเอ
and Leo.
อู้ทัมมิ่งดูทัมมิ่งดิ
We saw Chronicle. All the timing, though. Chronicle's going to get away. But again, they're selling the idea, right? The concept that they're in this position, and actually you're seeing the adjustment now. Cowanzine coming up towards heaven. They feel as though maybe they've got the cross here. But less. The angle, the flash. How is he alive on this? They're so tentative,
Don't
so
have-
scared to find this fight. But out
Oh!
punished on the cross. Caught as Cowanzine
แล้วเหลือเลส
gets a
ด้วย
chance for the plant.
แล้วเหลือเลสด้วย
Now. Does he lose his life for this? No. Gets away
Oh!
standing.
Let's go, another one.
Durka.
แล้วเหลือเลสด้วย
2v4.
โอ้ my this guy
Sounded so individual from Fnatic. Faltering here.
this guy
Circle towards the site. This guy, truly renowned for his
โอ้
capability,
เต็ม
but
เต็ม
flashed
ตา
across
โอ้
down.
my 2v4 เลสเก็บไป 3
Full work.
อีอ่ะเฮ้ย3 หรือ 2 วะ
Fumble by Fnatic,
แต่เลส
though.
แม่งของจริง
Loud
ว่ะ
pulling off what feels like an
Yeah.
impossibility versus a team like Fnatic.
Shouldn't
I
be
mean, it
เลส
starts
แม่ง
off
ค
on
มแบบ
Orthodox as well.
คม
Fnatic
กรี๊
getting
ด
hyper aggressive into B main.
Yes.
โอ้โห
Nearly punished with the response and utility.
วางเป้าไอ้เหี้ยไม่กลัวใครเลยครับพี่เลสซิง
You do not see it.
เก็บ2
And
เก็บ2
credit
เก็
allowed
บ
for dividing and conquering, yes, but still,
2เหี้ย
you
เล
gotta
ส
be looking at that from a really clean
เหี้ย
perspective.
มินิ
That was
อยาก
a
ข้างกู
mistake
บอกเลยโดนราวนี้
from
ไปแทบ
Fnatic
ข้าง
there,
ครับ
but credit
2v4
Loud for capitalizing on that.
2v4 ครับเล่นให้แพ้ได้ครับ
Flash
เฮ้ย
no follow-up.
ไว
Loud
มาก
back
อั
into
ส
this,
ปัตเพื่อน
just
ใช้ได้อยู่
stretching that lead away now.
Players will come through. Cow and Zine here.
ง่วงเหรอดื่มอะไรดีวะอ้าวหายจีบีดลงถัง
Intent
ขยะ
here
ไป
from
แล้ว
Fnatic.
จีบีดครับมี
Two
คาเฟอีน
events, two
ส
in
กัดจาก
heaven.
ธรรมชาตินี่เป็นไง
Same sort of thing. Loud this time are on the other side of this. Now they've had a little bit of freedom in mid here.
They have. We've been seeing Aspas take that space, kind of working off the back of it. This is the time we're seeing a real pop. Oh dear. Durka sends them scurrying, but it's Leo to actually find Cowancy. So Loud now halted this time around. Look at the chip damage on less. Suffering from this, no heal.
ไอ้เหี้ยชัยวุฒิ
This is much better.
ชื่อมึงคล้ายกูนะ
Herding Loud
แต่วันนี้
around
ชะ
the
ตา
map
มึง
now.
ขาด
Fully prepared for that
ไอ้
follow
สั
up,
ตว์
and with less solo, this is a very
พูดอะไรไม่
difficult
รู้
round.
เรื่อง มึงเห็นไหมสปอนเซอร์อะ
Some
ฮะ
paranoia here.
ไป
Got the TP
Back.
behind the aftershock being invested here, but maybe noted. He's tagged up down to 52
ไอ้เหี้ยนี่อีก
already.
ตวง
Be a shot in the dark or whatever you want.
Back.
Always, you don't fall at this point.
30
They're
seconds
readdressing
left.
middle. They've drawn all the
อ
eyes
ยู่
towards
อยู่มานานใช่ไหม
Smoke's gone in. So
มันอยู่กับไทยมานานใช่ไหมงั้นมึงเอาไปนานๆในสัตว์อยู่กับไทยมานาน
See that Loud are looking at other
นี่
options.
ไง
The spike is in Sadak's
ไอ้
hand
โง่
though. So where do they take this?
ทามเอาครับทามเอา มันยังเห็นแชทอยู่ เดี๋ยวมันก็กลับมา แค่
แค่
โดนลงโทษนิดหน่อย
They have limited options. And I
โดน
think
ลง
they
โทษนิดหน่อย
realized it
ครับ
with 8 seconds. They're going to be keeping hold of these weapons here. But finally, Fnatic starting to find a little bit of rhythm with this one.
Absolutely, and this could
อร่อยครับ
potentially be the
สี
second
ม่วง
layer.
เคยแจกฟรี
This
ที่
is
มอ
where
สีปทุม
Alpha
เซเว่น
setup
มี
will
ขายครับ
shine.
มีขายครับ
An early advantage
อ้าว
created, slowing down the
ไอ้
round
เหี้ย
for
นี่
Loud,
วอน
forcing them to start
ไอ้
exploring
เหี้ย
the
นี่
map
วอน
slowly, contacting in, clearing space
เหี้ย
for
นี่วอนซะ
themselves.
ละ
But I want to see layers as well coming out from Loud.
ไอ้
Right?
เหี้ย
Is
นี่
there
เห็
going
น
to be a
เห็น
timeout
คน
now
อื่น
because
โดนแล้ว
this
ยัง
could
ไม่
be
สล
that
ด
next step, right? Fnatic
ยัง
have
ไม่
shown
ส
the
ลด
next hand.
ยังไม่
They've
ส
gone
ลด
right. Okay, we're being pushed around the map in this sort of manner. Okay, cool. We're going to now have to find a way to identify this from what we've just learned in that previous round and come up with a plan. And it looks like that is indeed the case. Loud pumping the brakes now. Slowing things down. A couple of ults to play with as well. And they're only 2 off from the Seekers. So they've got a couple of key
เฮ้ย
pieces
วันขอบ
ready
คุณ
to
ครั
go.
บวันโบบน
Have tools to work with. The other side, I
Yeah,
think
man,
Fnatic
really.
one away from the Seekers themselves, rolling Thunder in hand here, but I think already seeing some examples of
เฮ้ย
maybe
เป็นไงมีคนซื้อจริง
feeling like they need to
ดูไว้ไอ้
change
เหี้ย
some small parts of their split
ไอ้พว
play
กมือไม่
here
พาย
on
แต่เอา
defense.
เท้าลาน้ำ
I mean,
ตั
for
ด
Loud,
นี่
in
คน
terms of
นี้
this half, you want them to just poke that. They've already, in my eyes,
ของ
They've
จริง
done well enough.
yeah, ticking the box. They've got 6 on the board.
And I've got to say, I also really enjoy the fact that as soon as we saw that adjustment from Fnatic, instantaneous timeout. It's such heads-up work from Loud, and especially from Fraud as well, kind of backlining this, just watching over. And as soon
จะ
as
ดู
that
เป็นเล็กแต่
adjustment
ดัน
came
หลับ
in,
โอ้โห
time to address it. Time to not let this slip away. Do not let them
มึง
build.
พลาดอ่ะ
Keep this one
ไอ้
going
เหี้ย
for Loud. 6
เหมือนมึ
already
งพลาด
is very
หวยรางวัลที่
respectable.
1อ่ะ
It's near on job done, but
เขาเรียกว่ากำไรคนอดนอน
still a
ดู
couple
ครับ
more rounds to be had, and they want as
สุดยอด
many
สุดยอด
as they can get. You can never
ไม่เป็นไรครับ
underestimate Fnatic. With 4 rounds to their
ใคร
name,
ที่
though,
ไม่ได้ดูนะฮะ
try to clutch
YouTube
onto
ย้อน
what
หลัง
they can.
ดูได้ครับ ดูได้เดี๋ยวลง แล้วก็ช่องพี่ก็มีย้อนหลังเหมือนกัน แต่ต้องกดซับตะไคร้
Switch
นิ
up
ดหน่อย
here from Loud. See what looks pretty similar to the same default we've seen. Although maybe Cow and Zine now to solo explore mid.
Well, I'm just kind of interested if they start trying to exploit the
พี่บูม
extremity
ครั
on
บ
this
ถาม
Fnatic
ก่อน
Reap,
กวน
that
ส้น
that's
ตีน
the
อ้อมได้ไหม
traditional
ได้
counter. You stack middle, okay, well, we're going to pressure
ส
on
บาย
the, you
เนอะ
know, the extremities on this map, be it A, be it
มันต้องสร้าง
B
สรรค์
main.
นิดนึง
It is only 3 players dedicated towards middle this time.
คือ
Previously,
ส
it
ปอน
was
เซอร์อ่ะไอ้เหี้ย
not seeing the
เขา
camera
สนับส
invested
นุน
early either by Alpha, so
กูก็
aware
ไม่รู้
of
ว่า
their
ถ้าสมมติสปอน
goal
เซอร์เขานั่ง
potentially
ดู
to
อยู่
find
อ่ะ
that.
มึงลองนึกภาพ
Now
นะ
he's going to go for it.
แล้วพวกมึงพูดถึงแบรนด์อื่นอ่ะ แล้วเขาไม่ได้แบบว่าติดเล่นเหมือนพวกเราอะไรอย่างเงี้ยเขาจะรู้สึกยังไง
Definitely limits the options for Chronicles utility.
มันคือ มันคือ
Set
ปาก
motion
ท้องของ
by
กู
the
ครับ
info off that, and they're actually grouping outside A here. Rolling Thunder to pay
นั่ง
the
เ
way.
งียบๆดีกว่า
It seems
แนะ
like
น
the, I guess, the most ideal
ถ้าไม่มีอะไรจะ
read.
พิมพ์
How
นั่ง
is
เงียบๆดีกว่า
Alpha alive in this? He's just about shown that he is on site by Pillar. And he's actually swung it, punishing less, adjusting to Aspas, but he can't do
ไอ้
any
เหี้ย
more.
เอาไปสองได้ไงวะ
Just coming through. Information free flowing. They've got to know they are all here. Plants now down. Loud get aggressive. Considering it, looking at the CT, there's 3 players here. Durka drawing the fire. Smoke goes in. Fnatic readying themselves. Paranoia posted. They got to work off the back of this. Slowly creeping out. Leo first. Leo falls first. Great trade from Chronicle.
อุ้ย
Kills.
ไอตุยได้อยู่
Sadak and Booster.
เอาดิอินเกมลีดเดอร์เจอกันโอ้เป็นซาร์ดแฮก
Up to 7.
รอดครับ
Reading them so well and leading by example.
And a beautiful execution here.
เฮ้ย
There's almost
แต่กูว่ามึงก็หลอนดีเหมือนกันนะ IPDC แลมบี้
by
สนิท
lOUD to Fnatic. And just an immediate explosion onto A site
ซื้อที่ไหน
here to look to overwhelm Alpha.
ลิงก์นี้เลยครับลิง
Still
ก์นี้เล
goes
ยครับ
down swinging. Got two
ลิงก์นี้เลยฮะ
for his troubles.
เล่นกล้องนะไอ้สัตว์อ้าวทำไมมันไม่ทำงานแล้ว
Talking about already getting 6 being a win for lOUD in the first half. They're looking to stretch their legs a little bit. A broken purchase here, and Fnatic getting proactive.
Yeah, but this time it's in the middle. How long does Aspas wait? We've seen the pace being slowed down a bit, but this flash has caught him. Oh, he's still got Dirk at the paranoia disconnected and a little late, and he's fallen away. They're trying to triple down, double down. The Seekers coming down, they're putting everything towards this, but they ain't winning.
นายเล่นไม่ดีเลยอ่ะ
It's on both to Alpha and Leo, and they are just
นายเล่น
scattered
ไม่ดี
across
เล
this
ยอ่ะ
map.
เฟนติกนายมีแต่โบอ่ะ
Trying to get aggressive here, trying to actively take an opening engagement.
Spike planted.
Plant will come through. Look how disconnected Kawanzin is right now. He's playing in the cut right now to try and
กิน
find
มาแล้ว2
the
ป่องได้ครับ
rotation.
แต่ไม่เกิน 2
He's going to hear the steps.
He's
He's noted Alpha.
so behind the wire on this, playing so patiently. But Leo's looking. But how long does he wait? Yeah, just gives it a
Oh, no.
quick glance.
Oh,
this
no.
is. Oh,
He's
Leo.
retacking!
Leo.
โอ้โห
That's the quality of a player.
Oh,
right there.
Leo.
Still
เซนส์เกม
so
ดีครับ
diligent. And now look at what we've got here. A very deep offsite post plant. Smokes in the way. They've been forced to burn some of that utility. Forced to
Hey!
burn out. Post is still good for one. Quick on the trade. Leo's still alive. How much can one man do? Tui's, the position is everything.
Leo knows.
He can't do anything about it.
ไอ้เหี้ยลีโอไอ้เหี้ยลีโอนั่งมอบเลย
8
สัตว์
rounds is
โอ้ my
exceptional.
เฮ้ยดกจีบีด
Blindsiding
ดก
Fnatic
จีบีด
here.
ไปแล้ว
And the opening half of Split.
เละเทะ
A tall order
แล้วก็
here.
สังเกตแทบจะทุกตัวนะที่อันติใหญ่ๆอ่ะ
But
อ
definitely
อฟอันติ
Sartre
จะเพิ่มขึ้น
Josh
เกมมันจะแบบไปเพิ่มทางแบบ
The win rate overall is
การยิง
actually
มาก
some
ขึ้น
of
ไหม
the teams in
พี่ว่า
the
มันส่งผลต่อเกมอยู่นะ
later stage
รูปแบบ
of
เกมก็จะเปลี่ยนไป อันติจะได้ออกไม่บ่อยเฮียอันติออกบ่อยมันเหมือนมันค่อนข้างที่จะ
extremely
การันตี
crucial
ลาว
to the
ได้มากเกินไปอะไรอย่างงี้มั้ง
there.
There.
เอาเป็นว่าเละครับ
Going
เละ
through though.
เจ็ดนี่คือเละเลยครับ
The test on the other side of the map as well. So Alpha gonna
แล้วปกติที่อัพดาฟยิงเท่ๆอ่ะ
maybe not noted.
มันทำไม่ได้หลายที่เลยนะ ปกติเขาใช้2อะไรเงี้ยแล้วนี่โดนเนิร์ฟเหลือ1อัพดาฟที่อัพดาฟยิงในจุดที่มันเอาเพย์อ่ะ
B, but we continue to
ทำหลายจุดอะหายไปอ่ะ
on the other side.
โดน
Pouncing. Frenzy. Perfect place for it. He spotted a pixel. He knows
อุ๊ย
it.
เห็น
He's seen enough here. Drifts away. Flash is there. He goes back in, set into motion. Turns.
Ooh!
But he isn't alone.
โอ้จีจี
And another
Oh
potential
my.
fumble of a pistol
เซต
for
อัพ
Fnatic.
ควันได้เซตอัพสตันได้เฉียบมากครับ แล้วโดดไปเอา
Disastrous position.
Almost unrecoverable here. 40 seconds left.
โอ้แล้ว
to
ส
work
ไปร์ดรอป
for Boaster and Alfie
โอ้
here,
ส
but
ไปร์ดรอปในบ่อ
it's going to require a miracle to get round 13.
สไปร์ดรอปในบ่อครับทุกคน อืม
Wants to hear loud actually willing to give up this space now. Boaster
Last
dealt with
จี
though.
มา
Alpha ghost in hand. 1v4 required.
Show me what you got, Wonder Kid. Not an easy task, but he's got the spike. One small benefit to this. He's got 15 seconds and not many options. Looking for the first way forward. He's been found. lOUD. Crushing Fnatic on that second half.
Knocking on the door of double digits now. Very
มัน
confident
ก็ไม่ได้หมายความว่า
start as well.
ต้องไปโฟกัสยิงอะไรขนาดนั้นครับ
Zero
คือปก
hesitation.
ติราว3ราว4ราว5อะไรเงี้ยก็จะมีอันติละ
Kawanzin plays the
ถูกต้องไหม
time perfect.
มันสมมติราว3ราว4ราว5เรามีอันติแม่งทำให้แบบโมเมนตัมเกมมันเปลี่ยนขึ้นไปได้อีกอ่ะมันส่งผลหลายอย่างครับในการที่เพิ่มเม็ดอันติขึ้นมา สมมุติเรา4มีอันติ แล้วเราฟูลบายเขาฟูลบายแล้วเราใช้ตึ้มเขาต้องอีโคอะไรเงี้ย
Opportunities here around 14.
ลาวหน้า มันทำให้มันต้องใช้ไม่รู้อะเกมมันก็จะเปลี่ยนอะรูปแบบเกมมันก็เปลี่ยนไป
He
Yeah.
was absolutely drilled in.
They're pissed.
รูปแบบเกมมันก็จะเปลี่ยนไปเยอะค
I
รับ
mean, we talk about vengeance.
นิดนึงไม่เยอะหรอกแต่มันก็เปลี่ยนไปอะจากที่ใช้อันติได้เร็วทำให้ส่งผลในเรื่องการเงินถ้าชนะในราวนั้น นู่นนี่นั่นมันก็จะช้าลง
The triple would be everything. After that Brazilian final.
เฮ้ย
Now, oh,
Ui.
bloody hell,
Ui.
Let's come off
เชี่ย
it.
เลสไอสัตว์
What is that?
One
Ui.
enemy remaining.
It's just Boaster.
ไอเลสแมนของจริง
Sadak's low HP.
A chance to do some damage maybe, but
สโนบอลต้องใช้คำนี้เขาเรียกว่าสโนบอลเบรกสโนบอลได้ดีครับ
the range going to be a concern for him.
คือเป็น snowball ยากขึ้น
Phantom and two Spectres.
ใช่มันคือคำนี้แหละ มันจะทำให้ถ้าอันติมันน้อยเนี่ยมันจะทำให้ฝ่ายที่ชนะเนี่ยแม่งจะสโนบอลไปเรื่อยๆอันติมันวนมาเร็วไง
On the clock.
มันคือคำนี้แหละสโนบอล
30 seconds left.
And it
Yes, sir.
should be a
ฉลาดมาก
formality
น้อง
here,
หิวข้าว
really.
ของมากครับ
Any damage would be very impressive.
อุ้ยขี้หรือเปล่า
20 seconds now. And a 1v2, the factor that Sadak is the one still alive on 19 HP. The timing! Sadak spots him just before the smoke blooms. And no more naughtiness for Boaster. As it's
ทรงอะไร
Yes,
ทรงอะไรวะ
Mosley.
Gets away with
Nada.
murder.
น่าจะทูบ็อก
Classic
แหละมั้ง
kill
ครับ
onto Aspas.
น่าจะทูบ็อกแหละแต่พี่ก็เพิ่มความยาวเข้าไป
Ghost.
คือ
He's fine with the investment
พี่
you saw.
พี่ตัดกับช่างประจำไงพี่ก็ตัด
Now
ทรง
gonna
เดิ
be
มตลอ
pretty
ด
happy that they retain a bulldog and a phantom coming out of that.
ไม่ต้องบอกว่าพี่เอาทรงอะไรละเข้าไปนั่งปุ๊บเขาก็รู้เลยว่าทรงนี้อะไรเงี้ย
So the concern being Loud converted the bonus in the first half.
เจ็ดหายไปเลยไหมเหรอไม่หายหรอก
Loud on his stack, getting aggressive
ที่มันก็ยังเป็นตัวที่มี impact อยู่ดี
take full B main control.
แต่มัน
Work towards for Aspas and contact
เล่นยาก
for
ขึ้น
less.
เหี้ยเจ็ดหายไปจากเกมเป็นไปได้เหรอวะ มันใช้โอเปอเรเตอร์มันก็ยังโกงอยู่ดีอะเจ็ดอะไอ้เหี้ยไม่หายหรอก
20 seconds
ไม่
left.
หาย
Sadak's fault line here.
อันติก็โกงเหี้ยโกงหมดอะไอสัตว์ตัวคุยนั่น
Key component here towards a retake. Unless you can find a stun here. Actually comes through Sadak. He's found one with the after.
เฮ้ยยิงอะไรอะ นี่ไง เฮ้
เฮ้
ย
ย
เฮ้ย
โอ้
โอ้
เหี้
เหี้
ย
ยไปฟาติก
Disaster about to strike. Boaster has to fall and Loud. Yeah, Sadak knows it. That one is golden. 11 rounds now. Fnatic held on 4.
Back-to-back bonus conversions.
Yeah,
Absolutely ridiculous from Loud. And the combo here, the gravity well,
Beautiful.
the Trailblazer that come through as well. What is... That third kill from Sadak is ridiculous.
นี่
He knows it as well.
ไอ้เหี้ยยิงได้หน่อยทำแอคทำทรงไอ้สัตว์
11 on the board.
ก่อนหน้านี้มึงกับที่โหลตลอด
But it's far from perfect, Lauren.
And
A
now-
Guardian, 2 Bulldogs to round out this purchase.
We talk bigger picture that we'll lean on later, but the fact that Loud are going to be confident, they've had the read. They found what was the cure to Fnatic, basically, with 11 rounds to their name. This is magnificent from them. Tui's now knows pressure his way. Dirk is in, and he's got an opportunity. He takes it. Tui's down, and the side is theirs. Need to secure this, though, and need to get that plant.
Need something else from Dirk, though, especially if they decide to try and contest, but they don't. They allow the spike to be planted. A decent util once again, counting, nearly caught off guard.
ไอ้เนี่ยคนมันจะแพ้ เอา
5 HP.
เหี้ยถอยหลังไปโดนไฟ เกือบตายครับเหลือ
Alpha is
5เหี้ยคนมันจะแพ้จริงๆนะหลบ1 ที แล้วหลังมามีหลังอีก1โอ้โหแล้วมีอันติเลสโกว้าวอุ้ยเลสพีคคมโอ้เรียบร้อยGGครับผมเนี่ยเลสไม่เคยแพ้ใครจริงๆนะในการดวลเนี่ยถ้ามันถือปืนคู่ปืนแบบได้แย่ใครเมื่อไหร่มันเอาแน่เหี้ยเลสเนี่ย
Another flawlessly executed retake here. This is just beautiful to
เหี้ยเลส
watch
ได้เป็น
back.
พรสวรรค์จริงๆว่ะ
And the kill, as soon as the kill comes through from Sadak, I was about to mention at the start that round, how many ultimates were on the brink.
Real close.
The one kill that puts the Rolling Thunder on the cards.
เก่งจริงครับ
And
เล
that
ส
swings it back in their
เก่งมาก
favor.
เก่งมาก
Ultimates here now for Fnatic. Some opportunities,
Yes.
sure, but loud on map point right now, Lauren.
They need more than opportunities.
ถ้าบูม
They
ยังไม่
might
วาง
need
มือมันก็
miracles.
น่าจะหนาวอยู่
Not
เลส
activating here on map
หนาว
one.
แล้ว
And this was their pick.
กูน่าจะเป็นช่างแอร์
Less
มันเลย
instantly
หนาว
chased down Dunker. Couldn't quite get there
Down.
in time.
หนาวเฮียอะไรล่ะ
But it-
กูดูดิ
Oh, bless.
มีใครไหวกับมันไหมล่ะ
What is this guy on today?
มาดิ มาดิสัตว์
This is his domain. You don't want to walk that way at all.
ไอ้เฮีย
Again.
เฮ้ยเก่งไปเลส
Plenty of time for Loud to drift away, force Fnatic's hand. Boast are going to try and find something in the lurk here, but they got proactive. Loud are there exploring elsewhere on the map already.
Oh.
The opportunities, the options starting to be limited here for Fnatic as they drift over towards B main.
There's still
โอ้โห แล้วมานี่
Yeah, Alpha's disconnected
อัด
here,
ปัด
gonna
เมีย
try
น
and
ติ
make a late play
เฮ้ย
for
กด
him
จี
here.
จีเลยกดจีจีรอเลย
He's had his number.
Yeah.
กดจีจีรอเลยครับ
Pretty much against the odds, maybe depending a little on those seekers. Tui's still with Kit. Gonna stall out time. 40 seconds now. Who can close the gap? Who can get in? It's Boaster taking down Tui's, but the trade comes in and the cross is held. Again, there are problems here. Forced away. Fnatic should have the site, but do they get the plant? Oh, Zadak's called out for this is problems. This is big problems now. They're trying to
ไม่
play
มี
it
อะไร
back.
ต่อต้านเขาเลยแฟนติกกู
Chronicle and Leo against the four.
The
Bap.
lockdown comes through
Oh
as well.
god, insult to
ไม่แข็ง
injury.
แรงเลยอ่ะ
So Chronicle, a quiet game from him thus far. Now needs to be above and beyond. And he's
ถ้าเป็นมวย
already
ก็คือชกอยู่ฝ่ายเดียว
Leo and he's
โอ้โห
fallen. Loud.
เย็ดแม่นึกว่าขี้
Clean map one. Pushing Fnatic further away from that triple. But it ain't over yet. Ascent will be up next.
นึกว่าขี้
13-4. Absolute domination from Loud here. Didn't miss a beat in the second half. It's back-to-back series now where Fnatic are conceding the opening map here, Lauren. Their map pick.
น่าจะอยู่ด้วยกันได้แบบว่า หมายถึง
Fnatic need to turn around these atrocious
กูก็ไม่
pistols.
รู้อะ
กูยิ่งดูแย่พี่
มึงไปถามพี่อะไรลำไลำมาแดกหมู
Setting this flash.
ไม่ใช่เหรอ
Potentially.
เยี่ยแดกทุกอย่าง
Inside it, but space cleared here very quickly by Aspas.
First position will be noted off the back of that, but Aspas just going to hold space for now. Doesn't cause problems for rotations, but no one really playing in.
เก่งมากเอาหมูมาตั้งชื่อไลน์ไม่ได้นะเพื่อนผมบอกถามจริง
Probably actively holding this angle though. He could. Yeah,
เพราะ
potentially.
พี่นิกสกปรกจริงเหรอครับ
จริงเหรอ
Stairs, no.
เชี่ย
It's a
The
CT
Chronicle,
hold.
คือห้ามยุ่งเลยเหรอ
That's where Chronicle's looking.
นึกว่าไม่ใช่แค่ห้ามกิน
Feeling that mid's vulnerable, that could be the next step here. Loud looking to maybe punish that response.
พ่อเหมือนว่าเฮ้ย
But
เฮีย
Fnatic are trying to dig in. Right, they're going to go for a little bit of a B split.
อิสลามแล้วถ้าเกิดตีหมูแล้วทำยังไง
โอ้โห
Backhands Dagger. Good trade for Chronicle straight through the smoke.
ไอ้
But
เหี้ย
still, now
ยิงไม่ตายเขาสวนไป
site itself. You're looking at Leo. You're looking at maybe some chip damage on the cross.
มึงโดนแน่มึงเตรียมตัวโดนเลย
Already on the site, but Leo holding firm. That's gonna be one. No
นี่ไง
second. Zadok
อู้
on the trade. Counting.
ทะลุไปโดนตัวหลังด้วยอู้คาซิน
11 HP.
2-0
He's got two to find. It
2-0 ครับ
ain't happening.
การันตีให้เลย
Another pistol in the bank for Loud. Biding their time in market there. Things set in motion. Stark contrast to what we saw on map 1 though from Fnatic. Not looking to overstep the mark. Mini's frustration from map 1 at least. Demonstrated here. I'm curious about you because this is the concerning half, right? If Fnatic are going to give
อี
away
โมจิหมูใช้ได้ปะก็กรณีเดียวกับอันนั้น
on
เนี่ย
their defense, it does make it
ไม่ได้
harder.
ครับ ถ้าคนที่เขาเข่ง
How clean can Loud make this round as well? Up against a Marshall, Ghost, Classics, and a Sheriff, it looks like. For them, two rifles out as well, Les and Aspas on that. Bulldogs.
ๆเพื่อนโบสแย่แล้วเหรอ
And it looks like a very simplistic 8-8, which is
ก็ต้องบอกเพื่อนโบ๊ทว่า welcome home ว่ะโบ๊ท
Durka decides to get a little aggressive, tries it, doesn't get it.
มึงบ้าเปล่าเดิฟ ไอ้เหี้ย
When he was already dead.
เอาปืนนั้นทะลุควันไปยิงถ้าเป็นบักกี้ว่าไปอย่าง
Find this scoreline.
ไอ้เหี้ยมันเล่นเพย์ไหนของมันวะมีโคตรเอาเพย์อ่ะ
Difficult to fight their way back in here.
คือจะฆ่าได้ก็คือต้องยิงหัว ซึ่งมันยากไปครับ
But a 4v5, no less.
Don't have a flank. don't have much to draw the eyes away. FNC being given nothing.
มันไม่ได้เล็งรออยู่ไงถ้าเล็งรอมันพอได้อยู่
Not gonna let it. Loud. Fine.
โหหมดแบบคีนๆด้วย
Crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's.
ไม่รับสักดาเมจ
Zero opportunities.
โอ้โหเฮียโบนัสลาวแบบโบนัสเฮียรวยสัสๆแล้วปืนเบิ่มๆโอ้โหมีโอกาสโดนนะลาว3อ่ะมีใครยังไม่รู้ไหมเวลาระเบิดเนี่ยรัศมีระเบิดอ่ะเราจะพ้นมันได้อ่ะก็คือวงในมินิแมปเราสังเกตได้จากในมินิแมปนะครับวงในมินิแมปเวลาเราเดินอ่ะมันจะมีวงเสียงถูกต้องไหมถ้าเราห่างพอดีกับวงนั้นนะครับกับระเบิดที่ตั้งอยู่ในมินิแมปเราจะไม่โดนระเบิดวิธีสังเกตโอ้ยแล้ว101สำหรับมือใหม่
โอ้ยไม่เห็นรู้เลยพี่
ดีมากเฟลน้องมีมึงเนี่ยที่ไม่รู้แล้วมันแบบเป็นคนที่เปิดรับข้อมูลไงยังไงมึงก็เก่งไป
จริง
ยังไงเป็นคนอย่างนี้ไงเอาเจอ3ไอ้เหี้ยลังแมงสาบแตกเอาไป1ช็อกดาดโอ้ตายเรียบร้อย
เป็นติกเป้าไม่จับเลย
เรียบร้อยลาว3-2-0 FNC ครับเนี่ยเวลาเรามีตังค์อะลาว2อะซื้อแต่เต็มเหนี่ยวเลยเว้ยแม่งจะส่งผลลาวเนี้ยแหละซื้อบูลด็อกไปเลยซิ่งระยะไกลมันได้หมดแฟนทอมหยิบมาให้หมดครับไอ้เหี้ยพวกใช้โกดนี่แม่งทำแอคไอ้เหี้ยทำทรงแอคเว้ยต้องลาวแม่งเล่นโคตรดีข้อมูลใหม่ไลออดยังไม่รู้ไอ้นี่ประชดประชันนะเว้ยไอ้เฟลคนอย่างนี้ต้องเอาไงน้อง
ไอ้เหี้ยแสนวิไปพี่
แสนนี่เหรอ
ไลออนส่งมาแสน100ไปหรอ
น้อยไปโดนทีมต้องโดน
ไอ้เหี้ยไลออนก็ไม่โง่ขนาดนั้นเหี้ยเหี้ยไลออนส่งมาพี่เอาเลย
เฮ้ยเหี้ยแฟดมาเกือบไม่ทันเกือบทันถ้าเมื่อกี้อัพปัดโดนแฟดน่าจะแย่ดูย้อนหลังได้เฉพาะคนซับมีใน YouTube ครับผมมีใน YouTube ครับถ้าไม่ซับมีใน YouTube ครับฝากกดไลค์กด Subscribe เป็นกำลังใจให้กันด้วยนะครับผมทำ YouTube ลงเรื่อยๆนะฮะเดี๋ยวเก็บตังค์ซื้อกล้องอยู่เดี๋ยวเราจะทำคอนเทนต์ข้างนอกบ้างนะครับใน YouTube ไปเที่ยวเล้าอะไรอย่างเงี้ยเปิดมุมที่อุ้ยเฮ้ยเอาเวลาหมดเชิงมึงหนาเกินมึงเล่นเอาฉลาดไหมเนี่ย
13 HP, able to survive out the round, close things out for lOUD to convert a third again. This is unprecedented. You do not get these leads over
ลงช้าใน YouTube ใช่เหรอเดี๋ยวไปบอกเด็กลูกเด็กก่อน
lOUD have done it once more. We'll actually see some investment come back through from Fnatic, and these are the sort of things that do worry me. We saw them getting proactive. It's happening again here. Both are so close with the jump shot.
How's he gone here? Unchecked, but does get traded. Counting just a little bit closer, already getting ahead of that. Knife denied, I'm pretty sure. Not going to find what he wants off that. But he's going to quell that early aggression. But look at the rest of the buy, Mike.
Alpha actually set up pretty deep in mid here. When Cowanzine is going to have a chance to dart in this. It's another 7 seconds, but he might even be hard cleared. Yeah, look at the damage onto less.
Alpha's got to play ahead of this, and he's lost out again. Aspas is barely breathing. He's still putting people in body bags. 21 HP. He's Chronicle next on 50, not sitting so healthy himself. Aspas, this guy is having an absolute screamer of a start. แย่ครับ FNC ไม่รู้จะแก้ยังไงสถานการณ์ตอนนี้ the space he's gotten given. Tui's didn't quite see him, and now there's a chance. Takes down one, County gone. Paranoia sent and slows the roll. Where's Leo in this?
So tagged up. Tui's has to do the heavy lifting here.
โอ้แต่เลือด
He's trying to get played in here.
เลือดคนละนัด2 นัด
Oh, he's
นั่นไง
down. It's maybe
มาละ1 นัด
game on here is Tui's. It's the backbone, the back
อุ๊ย
line. And should be the back break of Badaka. Does wonderfully.
โอ้ไม่แพ้ได้ไงวะลาว
Consideration of
ไอ้
that
เหี้ย
timing.
2v4 what fuck
Finally, they
ฟัก
strike
โต๊ดฟัก
back.
ดอน
A much needed round to get themselves on the board here on Ascent. Round opened up by Boaster with a 1-for-1 in A main. Fnatic able to drag that one across the line. Cern being loud.
กูนี่ให้ใครครับ
Some key
ที่พูด
ultimates
ตั้งแต่
online here.
วันไหนตอนไหนแล้วครับแฟนติกไปไม่รอดเกินท็อป 3 แน่นอน
Now
ครับ
just, it's examples like
แล้ว
this
ต้น
when
ส
you
ตรีม
watch
เนี่ย
it,
บอกว่า
you
ลา
see,
ว
yeah, a couple of over faces, but they
แน่นอน
never want
คอ
to
นเฟิร์ม
concede
ลาวมาแน่
space. They always want to continue fighting. I was talking about Aspas continuing to hold an active angle here. Some around, Fnatic do punish for that. No, don't slow down though.
ข่าวล่าสุดมือตัดต่อเรากำลังตัดอยู่นะฮะ
Come through as well, trying to punish those rotations. I don't think he got what he wanted particularly.
รอหน่อย
Aspas looking to try and dive towards the back of the side. He's done it. He's going to spot out Leo. It's not through.
เฮ้ยอะไร
And Boaster going to save the day. What a time for him to come online in this. What is going on in this round? The pace just so chaotic.
โอ้โห
Last one and not
โอ้
for long.
ไม่
Finding their feet now.
And a confidence builder for them to shut down the pace of lOUD. This aggressive B site here.
And look at the money straight away.
The rip away, the 3 ultimates I was talking about, them building towards key ultimates in terms of the attack on Ascent. Completely mitigated. Boaster slipping the net here. Decided to double smoke just at the top of stairs. And force lOUD back into. Actually, just bringing one rifle in there. Aspas will at least consider things.
ดาวม่วงๆหน้าชื่อนี่คืออะไรไหนตัวไหนดาวม่วงวะนะมึงแลดูง่วงๆนะไอ้เหี้ย
Always
Mua nè,
danger
mừng ạ.
with lOUD though. Does he get played in on this? Durka respecting enough of the util early on to slip a little bit deeper here. Test towards middle. Spots one. Gonna note the other as well. The back of the smoke here. Aspas gonna reveal that rifle. Leo gonna watch the cross. And lOUD not having that early start they would have wanted here. Chronicle's gotta be careful though. Spotting the player on short. Trying to put together this picture that lOUD
อ่ะแล้วมึงไม่ถามมันนะ
Still an opportunity to recover things here. Aspas being the main.
ไอคนนี้ก็มีโอ้ยไฟล์เนื้อเอ้ย
See this drone go through.
มึงเล่นไหนเนี่ยเครื่องคิดเลขหรือเปล่า
With presence being shown here, does he
Huh?
get all cleared?
They've got to be so aware of this. If they drop the ball and don't check this diligently, I mean, that's
Still 40 seconds. This is still a lot of time to work with. Drawing out the no command.
โอ้ยขอบคุณครับ
Chronicle as well.
I wanna ding
He's hit the
some
panic
tea.
button, Lauren. Look at the spike.
ขอบคุ
what
ณ
is
ซับสไคร
happening
ครับ
to them?
อุ้ยรู้กันสบาย
Nervous about this.
ทำไมมันมีอะไรหรอ
30
It's on the
seconds
two
left.
on the B side mostly. Yes, that kind of pressure point could come through a little bit towards middle. It does deny a bit of the space. You can feel that Durka being cornered away. Now gets checked on. Lovely shoulder peek there. Forced away. Paranoia hits. And now the site build. 3 of them. Make it 4. Alpha's just holding down Mouse 1. There's 3 of them on the back of the site here. 13 seconds. They're running out of time. lOUD needs to start getting to business, getting to work. And Fnatic aren't allowing.
โอ้โหอยู่เยอะจังอะเอาเราวิ่งออกมาสุ่ม4สุ่ม8เอา
Seconds. He wants more. He ain't gonna get
เอา
it.
ไอ้เดิร์กมันง่วงอะไรวะ
Will force a couple of repurchases. lOUD unable to.
เหี้ยอยู่ๆแกก็เดินออกมาเกือบแล้วมึง
Boaster the one with the hero rotation there. TPing back in to reinforce the B side hold. Will force lOUD into a timeout actually. 3 consecutive rounds.
ดาวม่วง
either
ใน
way
ที่
now
นี้
in the
มันมีอยู่
first
อันเดียว
half.
แหละครับก็คือตาซับนั่นแหละซึ่งมันเล่นในเครื่องคิดเลขมันเลยไม่ขึ้นไง
Checking in on the battle between the likes of Aspas and Durka and see them both in the jet roll, something that you
I
love.
mean, they're both popping right
They
now.
absolutely are. Aspas sitting on 8, Durka on 7, and you can see they are hopefully going to go toe to toe the whole game here. I'd love to see them both.
ไอ้เหี้ยนี่ถามมึง
On
มึง
the
จะ
other
ทำอะไร
side
มึ
of
งต้อง
things,
ถาม
though,
หา
big
กฎก่อนเหรอ
picture here. This is the first time we're seeing. It feels like Fnatic's
กฎในช่องนี้ก็คือง่ายๆครับ มารยาททางสังคมที่ต้องมีทั่วไป
Sure.
so prepared.
But the key one for me is actually the shutdown.
ไม่ใช่อยู่บนโลกออนไลน์แล้วมึงคิดอยากจะพิมพ์ที่อะไรก็ได้
And the blade storm all at the same time. Fnatic able to weather the storm, shut that down. It's almost going to force them to maybe readdress their approach, rethink things slightly in terms of set pieces, because in terms of the mid round, in terms of where things turn chaotic and Fnatic, like I said, unorthodox or not, were starting to explore the map elsewhere. At the moment.
ทำตามกฎครับไม่ใช่ทำตัวตามเจ้าของช่องทำดีๆดีครับสันติมึงก็อยู่มานานนะกูเห็นชื่อมึงมานานนะชื่อมึงใกล้ไปละชื่อมึงเริ่มลางๆว่ะมึงมีชื่อคำว่าสันติแต่คำว่าติมึงเริ่มลางแล้ว
Moment 3-3. Go back in. No. This is awful.
สันดานไอ้เหี้ยเดี๋ยวเปลี่ยนจากสันติเป็นสันดานไอ้ เดี๋ยวแม่งเปลี่ยนละ
This is so interesting as well. Actually over towards A now, anchoring with this operator.
ตีเอดีกว่าเอง่ายแตกตลอดแต่กันไม่อยู่เหมือนกันรีเทคโดนตลอดเหมือนกันเอา3-3อะไรอ่ะงงว่ะอยู่ๆอุ้ยโอ้โหเหี้ยยิงไม่แตกอุ้ยไม่ตายเนี่ยบอกแล้วเขาซินบอกดอนสคริปเล็กเดย์เฮียขากูแข็งแกร่งเว้ยกล้ามเยอะโอ้โห
They do, but they're going to invest the lockdown as well. This is going to be happening almost on two fronts. Aspas starts handling middle himself.
โอ้โคตรคลีนโอ้คลีนเฮีย
Alpha and Leo.
อย่าอัดปัดปะเอามึงกลับมา
Absolutely not with the operator in hand here. Lockdown immediately mitigated.
เป้าโคตรจับ
Garner nothing on the back of that. Loud will answer back, finding their fourth. It's just Aspas to fall as well, unless playing a pivotal part in shutting down this retake. Like I said, removing options from Fnatic. And a beautiful crossfire as well, even if things get a little chaotic there.
ทีมมันก็เหมือนขบวนการเลนเจอร์มันก็ต้องมีเปลี่ยนสีบ้างบางตอนสีแดงเด่นบางตอนสีน้ำเงินเก่งอย่างแข่งตอนแรกสีส้มเก่งตอนนี้ก็ต้องเปลี่ยนสีแล้วแต่ไม่รู้มีอะไรแต่ที่รู้ประเทศไทยสีส้มเก่งแต่เป็นฝ่ายพานปูมาตั้งนานสาระอยู่แค่นั้นแหละโอ้โหเสียหมดสกิลเบรกไม่มีแล้วครับบอมเอจู่โจมแน่ไอ้โบเตอร์มึงเสียแฟดง่ายยังวะเอ้ยต้องไปสอนมันหน่อยไหมวะมันแฟดแบบสุ่ม4สุ่ม8อ่ะเนี่ยเราก็ GA เลยแล้วกันของเบรกไม่มีแล้วครับเรียบร้อยไม่มีอะไรเบรกแล้วไฟแฟดไปหมดแล้วครับเจอกันข้างในปั๊บเรียบร้อยว้ายโอ้กระสุนหมดโดนอีกโบนโอ้ไม่โอ้ไม่โดนเลยโอ้ไม่โอ้แพ้แล้วเซติกแพ้แล้วเฮ้ยไม่ทะลุโอ้ยเคทะลุละตรงนั้นอะแพ้แล้วโอ้ดูแฟดมันเสียเมื่อกี้มี KO อยู่กับโอเมนใช่ไหมเขาเสีย2สกิลเบรกแล้วมันตัดไม่ได้สักตัวก็เลยมอบเลย
It's like a jump scare for Durka.
What are you meant to do? That's so sick.
โอ้ยเลสไม่ยิงนี่ขนาดเลสยังไม่ได้เล่นนะไอเลสไม่ต้องทำอะไรเยอะก็ชนะ
so awkward as well for both to be caught right at the end there.
In the smoke.
In the smoke เหรอ
We've seen a few instances of,
In the smoke
you know, where we don't typically see Fnatic players die.
In the smoke
Caught off guard, timing on a smoke here and there. Loud really toying with things in that regard.
Oh, it's magnificent to watch.
So slippery.
What?
It's difficult to
Hold
grab.
on, hold on. We've got a little bit of a play here, and already Chronicle's gone down though. This, oh my god, it's crumbling.
It's
Loud
dismantled.
just punished both those players.
เอาโดนแท็กเอาเล่นลำบากอีกเอาไป1 ดอก
Just spotted.
เต็ม
He's screwed. Trying to get away.
Oh.
He just wants
Oh.
a second. They just can't handle
Yeah.
this pressure from Loud.
Man.
There's
Yeah.
zero comfort, even when Fnatic try and take the initiative, be decisive in some of these rounds. Loud actually come out on top.
Commanding.
Durka and Chronicle down. It's left to Boaster, Alpha, and Leo to try and recover this. Alpha still comfortable in terms of the setup here towards B main.
How you meant to be
สู้บอดได้ว่ะ
Alpha's very good. I don't know if he's killed for a
อีอันติลีโอเทียบกับอันติไอเนี่ย
We'll find out, won't we?
ไอคมอ่ะเหี้ยคมเดือดกว่าเยอะเลย
Not going to be taken, but here we go. They know that Alpha's not backside, but now he's going to reel his hand. Oh, man,
Oh.
is that good?
โอ้
30 seconds left.
โอ้
Gets two before falling.
เหี้ยเลสเกือบตายโดนลูกหลงไปนั่นน่ะโดนเกี่ยวหัวไปนั่นน่ะ
Give them a chance. But the lockdown
โอ้
coming
ต้อ
in.
งใช้อันติเลยครับ2v4
The time
ไม่
limit to this now.
2v2 เมื่อกี้เหลือ
Fnatic can't really
4v3
concede the space outside though. It's going to be a question mark of whether or not Loud have repositioned. The drone will confirm it. Still got a recon here to work with as well for Leo. Boaster, no
ขายของให้ลูกค้า
paranoia.
ทีนึงกลับมาทีนึงเจอนักช
He
ก
actually
ตลอ
got
ด
less with that too. That's the scary factor. That could
Man.
have been less dead. Only on 11 HP, but he's still
ม
standing.
วยก็เป็นกีฬาอย่างหนึ่งเว้ย
And they bought time, precious seconds, paranoia sent, Boaster seen. Fnatic need to make their move and make it fast. Loud still holding on to this, made possible by Alpha, but now it's going to be Boaster and Leo. Just
เซฟ
the
ลาว
final
ไว้
couple
ได้
of seconds there before he got
Boaster.
near on improbable. They get themselves up to 4.
I said it's the key
Leo
to
อ่ะ
Alpha.
อันนี้พี่ข้อมูลก็ไม่ได้ชัวร์อะไรขนาดนั้นนะพี่ก็ฟังเขามาอีกทีว่าลีโอเป็นลูกครึ่งไทยครับ
The transfer good enough. Yes, fall into his own nano swarm, but
You'll take that.
absolutely makes things doable. It's not a freeze frame. Fnatic keep it within touching distance here. 1 round separating them here on Ascent. Kawanzin and Sadak, best old progress here on the side of Loud. Supposed to get
look
it
at that.
really fruity with it, but Kawanzin's going to trade it.
The flash was so good as well from Chronicle. You know, that was beautifully done. The fact that I think one of them tucked to the box or wasn't quite completely blind, they get to keep 2 standing rather than potentially losing 2 to that rather audacious TP play.
It's another example though. We talk about percentage plays. Boaster puts himself in a one and done, or you know, you find 3 off the back of something like this. Now no smokes. Concern being Loud are drifting back towards Alpha's setup once again. It looks like he might even go for the Odin spam off the turret contact here. The chance to do real damage to Loud.
50 seconds. He's going to hear the out drone. Time to strike. Didn't get anything for this yet. Looking for. Oh,
That's with the counter spam.
just nutmegs him and the site's open.
เหี้ยวัยรุ่นซาอุตัวจริง
TP across the site plants in 4v3.
เจอสวน
Operator and play as well. Not easy to make that work here. And it ain't all of them on the site. You can have less slightly disconnected, and you can see why. Yes, reveal.
Bang! Whoa!
Durkins wants to get in, and the cross.
เหี้ยแม่งเอาหัวเอ้ย
Just
ไอเดิร์ก
perfection. Loud do not let you find a
ไอเดิร์ก
single
มัน
fight.
เดินไปเอาแบบ
Leo
คือ
needs
ฝั่ง
to
ขวา
walk
มัน
away
มี
down
อะไร
between
ปิด
the
อยู่
lanes.
ล่ะเพื่อน
There's nothing more to be done about this round.
เหี้ยแม่งเดินแบบ
Loud will
มูฟ
find
เมนต์
6 here.
มันรั่วไปเลยเมื่อกี้
I'm talking about maybe
ไม่ระวัง
being a
ตัว
little
จะ
concerned.
ฆ่าอย่างเดียว
Another situation, we don't see Fnatic playing to their typical strengths. Desperately trying to take the initiative. They want to remove this weapon. I mean, Kawanzin throwing at it here. Leo
He's
desperately
going
being
through it, man.
hunted.
This is. Does he get to keep the rifle? Let's see.
ลาลาลาลาลาลาลาก่อนพานาเต mistake
Yeah.
โดนแล้วครับ
It's very poor. We already talked about
โอ้โหแม่นักขุดเจาะ
response here from Les. It's just perfect. And he's even ready for that as well.
เหี้ยท็อป3ว่ะ
Such a test to Fnatic here. This is lOUD in fine form. A little bit of a different look this time though. Aggression being noted. Close to getting proactive towards Cat is different too.
The gap on A main here. Close to attack some of this.
Down a little low.
ท็อป3ว่ะ
Careful. Pressure's coming towards
แล้ว
A
เข้า
main.
มาแล้วไม่มีของเบรกเพราะโดนอันติ KO
That's already on the site.
ยังไง
They should have
โอ้
a
วิ่งมาไกลมากแซดแฮกไอ้เหี้ย
Sanak finally
โอ้โห
crossing the
ควันหมด
spike here. Just
ยี่
before
น่าโดนนะไอ้สัตว์
smoke dissipates. That's a proactive Hunter's Fury here is going to take
Oi!
out Durka and Leo.
Oh, he's
Oi!
gonna put him to bed, Leo.
แดกเข้าไปเลยเหรอ
It's down to 3. Both are trying. Working his way back through here. Look towards hell.
โอ้โห
Chronicle punished. And now it's
ชายที่แชมเปี้ยนเยอะที่สุดในโลก
And lOUD.
โอ้ my
Decimating Fnatic. Held on
บุรุษคนเดียวที่แชมป์เยอะที่สุดในโลกครับ
I think 3
โอ้
players
นี่
gonna
ขึ้น
struggle financially here to get rifles on the board. I mean, Leo gets a light shield and a guardian with no
หลุดแล้วครับ
utility.
หลุดแล้วกดดันละกดดันละ
2 away from the lockdown. That's the closest they have,
กดดันละ
other than
กดดันละ
Bosa's TP. But we're seeing Fnatic roll the dice time and time again. In some of these really strange 50-50s.
นี่มึงคือรีแอคไอ้นี่เหรอคนนี้ขึ้นเหรอ
Sanak can barely believe it.
Yeah. And a reminder, this is an elimination game. And Durka wants to live. Takes away less this time. Wins on the extremity, but now we look towards the other side. Attention towards A. Chronicle has to start finding his form here.
เฮ้ยมันมาแล้ววะ
Counting, yes.
มันมาแล้ววะ
Point my about to take
เหี้ยมันมาแล้ววะ
Well,
แซวไม่ได้นะ อย่าแซวอย่าแซวขอร้องน้องอย่าแซว
Got their work cut out for themselves. It's not a pretty purchase though from Fnatic, so don't think it's impossible.
Let's not talk about the 2v4 win rate in
เฮ้ย
this
กู
series
ฉี่
so
แบบ
far.
ไม่แม่ว่ากูต้องใส่แพมเพิร์สแล้ววะ
Hanoi invested nothing on the back of it just yet.
ลุกฉี่วันละ20 รอบได้มั้งเนี่ย
Waiting
เหี้ย
on how to overstep the mark here. Who knows with that? Still
What she
50
got?
seconds, plenty of time to slow things down. Durka swings through though, cleans things up, gives Fnatic their 5th, and a 7-5 half hit.
This is such a tense game though between these two. 5-7. I've got to say, in my mind, lOUD are leading this in every single aspect. Yes, Fnatic are keeping up, but it's lOUD leading.
We haven't seen Fnatic forced to adapt in series previously, and here we're seeing different examples. Like I said, them playing series, elimination on the line, playing against an opponent that has you read in so many different ways here. Not relying on
พรุ่ง
Fnatic
นี้
to
จีลาวเหรอ
turn the
ก็ค่อน
tides.
ข้างคอนเฟิร์มเป็น EG ลาวเหมือนกัน
The second half
เนี่ย
here,
ลาวแม่ง
Onset
ไม่รู้ลาวเก่งหรือเฟนติกอ่อนไปแล้วเหี้ยเฟนติกแม่งไม่ค่อยเก่งแต่แบบไม่ได้มีแผนหวือหวาหรือแบบ
here, Durka.
อะไรที่แม่งดีกว่าฝั่งตรงข้ามเลย
Already, Sanak poised with a flash on the back of this turret here.
See if this works out.
เนี่ยเล่นให้ป้อมคอนแทคแล้วก็แฟดครับดู
Chronicle there as
ดู
well.
ครับดูครับดู
Well, the timing.
ดูครับดูป้อมคอนแทค
There's the
ปึ๊บ
contact.
มาบับ
Here's the swing, and there is the casualty.
เรียบร้อย
Durka
หนึ่ง
going
ตัว
down.
คม
Chronicle now in a bad
มาดิ
position.
มาดิ
He's out to try and help him out. That
โอ้ย
is an
ปืนมึงยิงไกลไม่ได้
But the support system, lOUD coming right
ไอ้เหี้ย
back
นะครับ
to
โห
it.
ปีก
Ultra
ซี
Twin
ซัว
fights on 4 HP. And he's just about kept Fnatic in this pistol round.
โอ้
That's the
เหี้ย
swing.
เลดแม่งแบบ
Down mid.
โอ้โห
Glass finally put
Yeah,
down
Lid
by
แม่งของ
Ghoster.
จริงว่ะ
Finds himself an upgrade,
สอง
still
ตัวแล้ว
healthy. Still got some utility to work with. 2 smokes, a paranoia. But 30 seconds left on the clock to try and find a pistol here for
30 seconds
Fnatic.
left.
The captain, the poster boy of this side, needs to save him.
2-0
20 seconds.
ทรงเนี้ย
He's got the spike. He's got a ghost, smoke and paranoia.
I mean, looking at this here, lOUD happy to
เฮ้ยไม่แน่
concede the
ว่ะ
spike, force the hand, allow
ไม่
this
แน่นะ
pressure to build.
ปืนดีเลือดได้
Ghoster find himself a
เลือด
wide open
125 ด้วย
advantage.
ใช้โกดมีแฟดไม่แน่นะ
Should
โบ๊ท
have
ต้อง
some
เล่น
smoke
ดีๆครับชนะได้เลย
way back through. Yes, second just online now.
เฮียโบ๊ทเล่นอันพีดิกเล่นข้างในเลย
So can clear some
เขาไม่มี
angles
ของ
here.
เคลียร์ด้วย
Play this together.
เอา
Creeping
ได้เล่นนะ
my tree. opting for help.
โอ้ยได้เล่น
They absolutely do. Dash towards the site, no attention drawn. They
ได้เล่นจัด
working out the
Yeah.
steps. Looking to catch cross.
โอ้
Boosted out. 1v1. He's playing this perfectly though. You might just call him going up towards.
ไม่รู้ด้วย
Looking like he's lost.
ไม่รู้ด้วย
Beat on this one. Ringer Rosie, you got to get towards the spike and Booster. He needs to check on this. Dewey's drifts away.
โอ้
Leading by
Boat.
example. Turning Fnatic's fate.
กัปตันโบ๊ท
The first pistol of what
Yeah.
feels like a lifetime.
The lifeline
โอ้
delivered here
โบ๊ท
by the leader
Oh.
of Fnatic. When
Whoa.
they need him most. A beautiful conversion as well.
เฮ้ย เป้าอะไรวะ
Aspas just caught ahead of the smoke. If he doesn't get that kill, it feels so difficult to turn the tide once again in that round. Tuis has the active angle on the backside there. It's so hard if he doesn't find that kill. lOUD will throw just 2 sheriffs in here.
ตอนนี้เมกาพายุเข้าด้วย เอ้า ยังไง ไปหลุยเซียนาไหม
Really being seen either. Not seeing them trying to
ไปขี่ม้า
overly
ชิว
progress on any side of the map, even though they are on Sheriff's
ๆ ฮี
and Sebastian one, and that's with the other.
คนแพ้เกมนี้ไปเจอ EG คนแพ้กลับบ้านครับผม
Time here. Time to discuss potentially as well. Get themselves prepared for going forward. Nice bit of contact made.
เฮ้ยบด
No
ไม่แม่น ไม่แม่น
to that. No damage on either side.
โอ้ดูเฟนติกซื้อปืนเดี๋ยวเหี้ย
So maybe they look towards market here.
แวนดอลไปแล้ว2แฟนทอมอีก 1
Towards
โอ้
mid.
Ow,
Not necessarily
you
in
bit
the
bomb
chokehold
na num.
just yet, but let's see with the sheriff. Albus will cover the cross.
Ooh, I think Leo. Yeah. Leo noted it. Got a little bit dangerous there considering Leo had the spike. Could have been a problem. Not to be.
30
Site
seconds
is
left.
theirs.
Yeah, should be it now with
Yep.
no further resistance. Nobody else from lOUD in a position to really contest this. Boaster did just catch a glimpse. Tagged up down to 37 HP.
เขากลับลงแรงก่อนบูมยังไม่กลับบ้าน ครับผม
Starting to close, but it needs someone to really
ขอบคุณสำหรับข้อมูล
find
ดี
some big impact.
ๆ ต้องมี after party ก่อนครับ
Box him in here.
ไลออดเนี่ยมี after
Sadak
party
has
ทุ
to
ก
hold
งาน
down
นะ
the fort, but
บอกให้
chance to maybe remove some of these weapons, Lauren.
See if they can cleanly exit. Looks like that is going to be the case. Boaster finding Sadak is very key to this.
Yeah.
That does unlock a safe avenue to leave the
ขอ
site.
อนุญาตเมา
Should convert flawlessly here.
เมาซะหน่อย
Holding on to 3 rifles. Leo even farming up towards the Hunter's Fury. Just 2 away. So another tick in the box here. Tie things up 7 apiece. Off to a comfortable start.
Oh,
เสียงเตือนทอร์นาโดเต็ม
feels
เมือง
like
เลย
maybe
ครับ
game on the cards.
Oui.
But I'll wait for the gun round.
อยู่อเมริกาเหรอครับ
Really isn't a light bonus either. For
เสียง
Fnatic.
เตือนเป็นไงเหรอ
3 rifles, Boaster going for the Odin. Yes.
Not your boy, Toy.
Thanks for that live listen in there to Fnatic's comms.
Mini furious.
Yeah.
Absolutely seething. Please call the round. Back in we go though. Hounding Boaster opting for a similar thing here. And lOUD trying to get the read of this round.
Can't want to confirm anything. No spam traded off just yet either.
Sexy boy
Very cautious approach here by Fnatic.
It is. This is testing every facet of the lOUD defense, right? Trying to get the read on how they're approaching this, what they're doing with this. But there is that fine balance.
พี่บูมเบื่อไหมช่องแชทพิมพ์แต่อะไรไร้สาระ ไม่ครับ
Right now we are getting down to 45-second mark.
มันดูสมเพศดิ
Start seeing them
ชอบ
lean towards the site here. Knife might have caught Boaster there, but that's about it.
Sexy boy
Coming in now. Still 2 on the site though. Les is one of them who's been on a heater, forced away from the initial angle.
เฮ้ยรีคอนอะไรวะเพื่อน
for the info on the frost up. 25 seconds now. Danger aplenty tries to trace Durka out of the sky.
รอดได้ไงไว้สัตว์
They still need to go backside. They're running this so late.
ตายดีว่ะ
Durka goes down and now lOUD starting to get that momentum swing in the round.
This isn't noted yet either.
This is becoming a disaster. Cowanzine does he get cleared? Not just yet. 9 seconds now. They need to get the plant down. They need to try and do this uncontested. 28 HP. Where's the support? It's gone. It doesn't matter. Cowanzine said the plant is in.
เจอหน่วยขุดเจาะดิฟ
The walk-in wounded on
ขอบคุณครับ
Fnatic.
เลบอน
Close to 28. 44 on Leo.
Still got a paranoia to work with as well. 20 seconds left on the knife, so no fact finder to send out here for lOUD.
Paranoia. Not looking like it would connect too well here. No, and Leo just living in that smoke. He's been found, and now down to 2.
แล้วดูเลือดไอ้2ตัวบาทนั่นนี่
Bleeding by the wayside, a quick TP out, trying to readjust here. Oh dear, Alpha's sent back Salad, but look who's on the side too. Someone needs to check on him. Someone has to stop him. He's defusing.
โอ้
Boaster.
เชี่ยเกือบแล้วมึง
When you see Boaster,
แน่โบ๊ท
you get really worried.
ไอ้โบ๊ท
But the Odin
เดี๋ยวเหอะ
pays
มึง
off in
เดี๋ยว
the
เหอะมึง
end. Still styling out on stage as well.
ไอ้โบ๊ทมันเต้นแล้ว
It's just such an outrageous round to watch back. And what? It was right at the end of the spray as well.
Oh my god.
เย็ดอันนั้น
We've just taken the lead,
ดี
Boaster.
ดี
Let's
ดี
relax
มั่นใจ
and
ดี
light
ครับ
this
มั่นใจ
up.
ดีครับโบ๊ท
Just a reminder,
มั่นใจดีครับ
They have damaged the money enough to put them back down to Sheriffs, right? So they're going to take all that momentum away, all that confidence, all that safety.
ถ้าแพ้มาโดนขย่ำแน่กูบอกให้
Can they keep it
มึง
clean?
โดนวัยรุ่นลีโอเดจาเนโรแน่
Build up some of these ults. Less Sadak County, not a million miles away, but Fnatic. Actually, a little bit of danger here, Durka. No safety.
มึงโดนซามีนาเอวากาแน่
Chronicle connects on Sadak. Durka, relax. You're on 5 HP. Trying to make sure they can get that plant down as less dips towards the site.
Hey!
Chronicle.
You crazy?
Fnatic, this may be a
Why?
bit brutal.
เหี้ยมึงยิงใครเนี่ย
Now, but they are still standing. 4. Boaster creeping close.
Chance to do some real damage here,
Yeah.
potentially.
I mean, the crossfire between Chronicle and Durka should be enough
Yeah.
to deny this. Yes, he's got the smoke, but no dash to try and divide. And Leo, late round utility, is going to make this.
This time
horrific
for
to try and
Africa
Pin them in here though, just to run the clock
Absolutely.
down a little bit.
handle. So that's why they're getting proactive. Find a way out. Durka's like, now I've got to leave. I'm 5 HP, boys. I got to go. They're trying to make their exit through towards Street. Make a run for it if they can.
เออ
Should be someone.
Absolutely,
Aye.
just getting away on shore.
เหี้ย
Fnatic
อัสปัตบอกยอม
finding
ตายให้ดินก
the
บหน้า
ninth
เว้ย
round here. Put them 2 ahead. lOUD will come back in on a
เฮ้ย
burst.
ตุยโหตุยไอ้เลสนี่ขาประจำเลยนะแมป2อ่ะ
Deciding they want to check
หล่อนนะ
Rod has
เล
been
ส
on the money so far. Map 1 was a masterclass. I think we have to be fair in that. Map 2 has been a different affair completely. Now, from what we've seen so far, Mike, what are your takeaways of what's working for Fnatic here?
I mean, actually, them continuing some of the, I guess, those rounds where they want to set the precedent, they take the initiative and be the ones to actively seek contact. He allowed a conceding a lot of space. Fnatic are running away with that now. I don't necessarily want to see lOUD get aggressive. An operator is definitely something here that can change up the pace, particularly in the early round, testing Fnatic. But so far, I mean, 4 unanswered rounds here.
Yeah.
And believe me, a couple of them come down to the
ชื่อ
wire.
มึงเฟี้ยวอ่ะปอมเป็ดเจน
Fnatic, at least, I feel like for the first time so far, are in control.
วันแรกที่บอลโลกเกิดขึ้นคือวันที่เท่าไหร่
But also, Boaster saved them in the pistol.
อันนี้ถามเอาอะไร
A couple of really
Like I said, down to the
rounds.
wire.
Yeah.
ง่ว
Yeah,
ง
I
ยัง
guess
ค
you
รับ
take it when you get them like that. You're not going to say no.
ก็จริงๆก็ควรง่วงแล้วครับ แต่ว่าได้คาเฟอีนจากธรรมชาตินะฮะ มาช่วยไว้
The operator is the big swing
แน่นอน
factor
ครับ
for
เครื่อง
it
ดื่ม
here.
ดีๆ มีคาเฟอีนจากธรรมชาติและวิตามินต่างๆ เหมาะกับการเล่นเกมก็คือแน่นอนกับ GB ครับผม
Tied
On
with
the
Boaster.
scoreboard.
GB ครับผม
Tied with Boaster, yeah.
The heavy hitter from Fnatic. Sorry.
GB.
Alpha, Leo, I mean,
That's kind of toxic.
I mean, Boaster's literally saved them in this map. Jokes aside, it is mental. Let's see it. Smoked off initially.
มีวิตามินช่วยให้ ตาเราเนี่ย
Coming through.
ไม่ล้าครับ
Ult to
นี่ตาไม่ล้าเลยนะ ชิลจัดเจนดิโอ้เฮ้ยยักคิ้วเหรอมึงยักคิ้วหลิวตางั้นเหรอมึงยิงอย่างนี้นะนี่สักหมาสรุปอัลฟาเจอร์ไม่ได้ฆ่าใครหรอถามจริง
Leo bailing out what was going to be the inevitable down Alpha on the clear. Now Kaunzin trying to play it back in from Cat.
Big damage.
Big damage. Yeah. Hold on.
เฮ้ยอัลฟาเจอร์มึงสติดีอยู่ปะวะมันยิงทองดาจากตรงเนี้ยมึงมองอะไรอ่ะไอ้เยลีโอยังรู้เลยไอ้เยลีโอมองประตูไอ้ยังมาเจอมองข้างบน
The second shock dart does so much damage.
He said he's sure.
Huh?
Maybe Mini reading that there's a miscommunication there of where the shock dart came from. I'm not entirely sure on that one.
And how many times have we heard comms being the issue now? Something to address. High pressure game, yes, but critical to the difference between a good player and a great player. Keeping that nerve in these scenarios, keeping those comms so clean. And away we go. Chronicle looks, well, in his grave. Kaunzin straight away off the rip. Giving them a huge advantage.
And Aspas wasn't noted initially here. Dirk are going to try and repost on the angle.
โอ้ยเรียบร้อยมานุ่มๆ
Bladestorm in hand as well. Alpha though, crispy to remove the head of Aspas. A counter spam comes through. Kaunzin on top of that one. Boaster will fall.
3 มีนาเหี้ย
Alpha and Leo to try and recover
เฮ้ย
this.
มึงเอามาดิแชทมึงจะกำดิ
2v4 of their own. I don't know. Kaunzin's position on the setup as
3 มีนาเขาว่า
very hard to break.
30 seconds left.
Leo a little aware of that. Now 25 seconds time is dwindling and Kaunzin is just the immovable object. They can't get rid of him. Alpha trying it.
อะไรยังไงเอา
These two kills won't amount to
ไอเลสมึงอะยังไง
have found their footing now, Mike. They are back in this game. The timeout clearly working. The check-in perfect. We are tied up now, 9 apiece.
Just what you want to see here. If you're a loud fan, the response comes back after 4 unanswered rounds. Kaunzin to open things up, and it's so key that the drone misses Aspas in pizza here. Especially with the response, actually the Hunter Fury being sent out very proactively, just well on the back of the tag, but preemptively I should say.
Fnatic ฟอร์มไม่ดีมากๆครับ
Yeah, I think Fnatic deciding it's time to slow the roll here. 1, Loud has 3.
แย่นะครับ Fnatic.
Depending on if Aspas wants to lean on it or not, that's irrelevant, but he's got it there in hand.
And on the other side of things as well, with this purchase, there's a lot to consider here.
แนะนำรถไหนครับสีม่วงครับสีม่วงบับเบิ้ลกัมครับ
Loud win this, they're on double digits. You argue it gives them the edge to find 11.
You're absolutely right. The momentum shift here is palpable. Loud so close now to breaking into 10 after that fantastic first half. They've given themselves a little bit of buffer. 4 rounds, yes, Fnatic were able to claim back here in the second. Stringing off some heroics from Boaster, but now as the dust has settled, there's worries. Yes, they've got the lockdown on Alpha, but beyond that, the TP pretty close by, but not exactly essential to outcome. Chronicle near as well. Durka 2 off, and Leo pretty far away. Otherwise, this is leading Loud's side heavily.
Absolutely. Definitely options here for Fnatic, but have to get this one on the board. Round 19, absolutely crucial.
ไม่มีครับไม่ได้ลุ้นเสื้อเปเปอร์เล็กนะในเซเว่นน่ะช่องทางนี้เท่านั้น หิวข้าวว่ะ
Standard approach. A massive backline until now. It's 2Es. But look who's waiting over towards Wine.
สวัสดีครับพี่บูมสวัสดีครับรอบชิงนะครับรอบชิงเป็นคืนวันเสาร์หรือวันอาทิตย์เที่ยงคืนโอ้แย่ละแล้วกูไปโอ้ไม่ไอ้เหี้ยยิงเสร็จแล้วกูไป
Gonna get away, reset, and he's taken a life with him.
Logmar to follow this up as well. Sadak gonna nerf the execute here from Fnatic Durka. Desperate to try and find something, a preemptive lockdown as well. This is very early on in the round.
Big flash too. Didn't get spotted on the outro, but Aspas hyper aware of
วิ
this.
อย่าปัดรอดได้ไงวะ
A quick pivot though, pace as they go towards B, trying to be secure between Durka and Boaster, trying to get some space for themselves here. And does Durka try and get proactive, get themselves a body in their favor? He's going to
Boat.
towards CT, but they've got to be aware of
ไม่ใช่โบ๊ทเดิร์ก
They've
ตำ
got
แหน่
to
ง
know
ดี
there's
ครับ
a potential this could happen.
ตำแหน่งดีได้สักตัวหนึ่งนะ
4 players on the other side of this. Khan's going to come in, trying to be set into motion here between him and
ต้องตัว
Leo.
หนึ่งแน่
And the clear from Loud has to come in now, spraying.
เรียบร้อยหนึ่งตัว
The blind spam works.
It's a big one to remove as well. Brings us to a 4v4 though. Leo comes through. He found Aspas. Fnatic doubling down on this aggression, Lauren.
Not fighting alone, Leo by his side. Fnatic
อยู่ลาวก็หลอดนะ
back in
เรา
this
ไม่ได้
now.
มีอะไรเลย
10 double digits for themselves. And I thought it was Durka on an island. He had his buddy with him, Leo by his side. Incredible unison between the two of them.
A must-win round.
ทัน
And they
คิดว่า
get it
ทัน
on
ค
the
รับ
board.
น่าจะไม่ได้ติดลมยาวอะไรขนาด
Response to 2
นั้นหรอก
rounds in
จริงๆก็
succession
ไม่ได้
from
ชอบ
Loud.
ดื่มอะไรมาก
And this felt scrambled as well. You can see how desperate they are to find this rotation
พอดี
towards
น้อง
B
มัน
side, Lauren.
น้องบอกว่ามัน
Has this broken the money of Loud?
มองบอกว่ามันเป็นเจ้าของร้านนี้อยู่อะไรเงี้ยก็เลยแบบไปซะหน่อยร้านน้อง
Distance to the ults as well. Hunter's Fury isn't on the card.
มันบอกว่ามันจะปิดร้านให้พี่เลยส่วนตัว
Lockdown's a million miles away, but you do have Aspas with a rather sharp set of knives. So you're certainly not out of the woods. Fnatic know he's got him. They've got to be so careful where they decide to go.
น้องไหน
Fnatic trying to take some space away in mid once again. The Aldro to clear out.
อยากรู้นั่นน่ะ
Durka to lead the charge.
I'm terrified. I'm terrified because he is just on the other side of that smoke. Looked for a chance.
เอาเฮ้ย
Didn't get it above it.
มีดไปแล้ว5 เล่ม
Green light. They look to try and crunch towards this B side here. 3-2 split. The market side a little further ahead, but they're going to get towards it. One on the side, yes, that's going to be counting. Keep money does only have that classic. It was going to be on Aspas.
โอ้แมป
I
สา
don't
ม
think
ไม่
he's got what he
เหี้ย
wanted this time.
กูถามจริง
Count Jeans. Yeah, needs a miracle here.
He's seen
Very
it.
spotted.
Oi!
Found
Still
one.
not wrong.
ไอ้เหี้ยถามมีคนเหี้ยเลยคนนี้ขึ้นบอกแม่งออกมายิงกูได้ไงวะเพื่อน
Regardless of 4v3 in favor of Fnatic. Stinger in hand for Sadak. Sheriffs elsewhere. This one's feeling locked up though.
Placing swamp grenade.
ไม่ได้ไปคนเดียวครับไปกันเยอะครับ
Allow safety on the exit here.
ไปกันเป็นฝูง
Not Aspas who had his chance. Didn't
ไปกับ
really
เหล่า
get what he wanted out of it.
ฟูเซนขี้เมาอ่ะ
Should be time to exit here.
Last player
Off
standing.
2Es. Aspas next up. We Durka on the other side, opposing numbers, but again, the HP from Aspas is dreary.
ไอ้ตาละหนึ่งแน่นอนคนนี้ไม่พลาดอยู่แล้ว
Oh,
Wow.
that works.
7-8.
โอ้
Accursed gun.
ยัง
Alpha
ตาย
will
ยัง
remove
ตาย
it. Not too much of an issue, obviously. You can see Aspas come back on the operator regardless. Fnatic now building back into this 11 on the board for them.
แต่ก็ถือว่าดีไหมตาย เพราะเหมือนอัดปัสอะตั้งใจที่จะตายแหละเขาอีโค
Just
มา
don't
เว้ย
know where I put this game.
เพื่อจะซื้อโอเปอเรเตอร์เหล่านี้ ถ้าเมื่อกี้ไม่ตายตัง
Even
ค์ไม่
now,
ถึ
it's
ง
still so hard to quantify.
Absolutely. This
ก็ถือ
buy
ว่า
round is
เข้าแผ
everything.
น
Aspas getting aggressive. He's got targets potentially.
เพราะเมื่อกี้ตอนที่วิ่งไปเก็บปืนอะเหมือนมันจะวิ่งเข้าระเบิดก่อนตอนแรกอะ
A 1-for-1 trade
แต่
out.
มันไม่ทัน
Connects that knife.
This is smokes down. Boaster has fallen on the other side.
Makes things trickier towards the A side if they want to continue along
เฮ้ย
this
ขอบคุณ
path.
ซับใหม่เลยครับ
There's
มิ
utility on the way.
ยู
Dirk
กิ
needs to get out of the blender. Respect that. Does he slow down the pace at all?
เฮ้ยแฟดอะไรอ่ะตุยหายแล้วตุยแฟดมั่ว
Fnatic now with few options outside of finding a kill, creating an opening for themselves. So Aspas offered up. Still anchoring toward B site here. The focal point being.
ถ้าจบแบบเนี้ยสวยเลยอ่ะแบบลงนอนแบบชิวๆกุยๆอ่ะแม่งเสือกไม่จบ
On the back of the TP.
Enough information, but I mean the bulk of Fnatic are heading through middle. This is going to be a 30-second hit and the door's shut. They're going to get going against Alex trying to divide and conquer. Tries to flash out to the right. That was only going to be Chronicle. It's going to dip away towards the side. Second flash now. Goes in. They get Chronicle.
300% แล้ว
Not going to be dissuaded from getting towards the side. And the plant should be happening here.
สินข้อในครับห้ามรักเขา
To clear the way here. Attack comes through.
เฮ้ยน่าจะไกลไป
3v4.
อุ้ย
Okay.
เฮียมันมีเซตอัพว่ะ
How far does this go?
อ้าวชิบหายแล้ว
Reveal Alpha's. Oh my God, his position.
ชิบหายแล้ว
Can they work out where the last two are as well? Alpha feeling very vulnerable here. The net's starting to close around Fnatic.
Less's position.
Yeah, this could be huge. Once that smoke's dropped, Alpha could be just absolutely dead. Left to rot.
โอ้โหเลดแม่งโคตรเหม็นหมูเลยว่ะ
They've got to get moving towards the site. Durka defending
โอ้
against
แมป
Operator
3
singing Fnatic song as they make it to 12. And we might get a series.
เลดแม่งเหม็นหมูว่ะ
One more left to find for Fnatic to keep their hopes alive. Flipping lOUD's map pick
อุ้ย
here.
ขอบคุณ
With
ครั
a
บเต้าหู้ห
dominant
มูตุ๋น
second half here on Ascent.
เอาซะหิวเลย
The energy starting to build a little bit now on stage. A stark contrast to map 1. It's a broken purchase coming back in for lOUD. Guardians, a judge. Scrappy.
หิวเลยเสือ
Mistakes
เต้าหู้
all
หมู
side
ตุ๋
of
น
Fnatic. This one doesn't go their way.
โอ้ยบุมอยากนอนอยากนอน
It's mid control to begin with. Chronicle. In space this time, joined by Durka. Looks like a commitment towards B main this time. Just gonna play a little bit deeper.
เฮ้ย
Leaving it on less with the Bulldogs
ตัว
trying
แร
to
ก
control towards market. This is tense. And Fnatic letting lOUD kind of stew in this pressure.
Don't want to see Fnatic leave this too late though. Walking into a judge late, for example, but seemingly able to mitigate that risk by passing through market. Get through here, unscathed. Sanak still finds one though.
That adjustment might have done enough to at least change some of the outcome, but it's given them a 4v4. Spike yet to be committed fully to the site. They're still the chance someone's lingering around, but Alpha, the backline's getting a little interested in this. Getting a little ahead of himself potentially with a fair fight. He's won it.
ตุย
Finds Tui's and gives
ตุ
him
ย
the
ไม่
man
ยิง
up.
เลยอ่ะ
But Aspas should have his time in the sun. He does, and that's an
วันนี้
upgrade
ตุย
available
ไม่ยิง
clear
เล
for
ย
him.
อ่ะ
No, he has to wait, be a little bit more patient. Victim found.
วิ่งมาแบบไม่ระวังเลยครับ
Aspas defended
โอเค
County.
แมป
A
3
1v3. It ain't happening. We're going the distance. Map 3.
นี่ขนาดโดนลาวหล่อนไปทีนึงนะลาวที่อัลฟาเจอร์หันหลังโมซั่ว
Coming alive, Mike. It felt like we started to see that confidence, saw that diligence. They had all the answers. A sense of a closer affair, but Fnatic finding themselves again.
เสียงดังน่ารำคาญ
And now we go into map 3. Haven on the cards here.
น้ำที่นักแข่งให้มาคือน้ำอะไรเหรอครับ
No slouches
ก็
to this.
ทุกน้ำแหละครับ ที่เขารีเควสไปแบบน้ำอัดลม
Trying to hold them off here.
เลดบูน้ำเปล่า
Ready.
มันก็ได้หมด
Start towards middle.
เขาเลยต้องใส่แก้วแบบนั้นไปไงเผื่อใครอยากกินน้ำที่อะไรเป็นพิเศษอุยแล้วด่านนี้ลาว2-1แน่นอน
Relatively simplistic towards the
พี
big
บีด
side
ก็
for
ได้
now,
ครับ
but you can see them hesitating for a moment. They're actually going to pull away from this.
นึกว่าจัดไม่ให้บางคนเขาไม่ชอบอ่ะทำไงอ่ะ
Dissuade Fnatic and can't hold them at bay.
อุ้ยแล้วเป็นอะไรอ่ะสร้างหมดเลย
This pistol round still
สร้างหมดเลย
tense between these two teams as well. Gonna jump in.
มีเบียร์ป่ะพี่มี
But Lauren, this
อยู่เนี่ยขวดนึงเนี่ยลีโอ
both of these teams have been sustained by their pistol round wins and the momentum they can get off the back of that. There's only 40 seconds left, waiting to get back up to the recon and the stun.
Look at the HP. Boaster 50, 47 Dirk,
น้
38 Chronicle. Alpha and Leo,
ำ
yes,
ไม่ใช่สปอน
a little better
ไม่
off,
รู้
but now seeing all that
เดี๋ยวรอ
intention
ถามไอ้
here.
พวกที่เคยไปแข่งดีกว่าน่าจะชัวร์กว่า
Is running severely low. 24
น่าจะได้
seconds.
นะ
Loud are already on the site. They're ready for this. What is happening? Fnatic are
อุ้ย
going to
แม่ง
find
ยิง
the
เช็ค
first, taking
ตุ
down
ย
2-e's, but where is that spike? Finally going to be put on the site here, but I'm nervous about this one. This looks so deadly. Loud going to be instantly back into it. Dirk and Chronicle fall. It's on the back three now. One still on the site, still trying to hold this close as Boaster dips away. Sadak dealt with. The trades come in.
เรียบร้อยหมดดง
Another 1v3 required.
หมดดงครับฟานาติกเรียบร้อยครับสำหรับแมปนี้ครับฟานาติกน่าจะโดน
They use this orb from Sadak to create
น่าจะโด
individual
นนะ
angles where they can simplify the defense. They know that they only have to worry about one angle at a time. You see them just slowly working.
แทนลองเมาแนะนำเหรอครับเมอร์คูล่าสั่งจากเมอร์คูล่านะฟังพี่ดีๆนะสติลซีรีส์นะครับผม
lOUD are always going to have people in backside
QCK
for every position that you play.
Heavy
They are
ใช้อยู่
always
ใช้
gonna
อยู่
use
ครับ
smoke
เพิ่ง
utility
ซื้อ
to
มา
be
ใช้
there
อยู่
and fighting you before it even comes to a
สั่ง
retake.
จากเมอร์คูล่าถูก
And
ด้วย
I'm a
ฮะ
little worried about that B
600
boost. That little bit of either
700
hesitation or adjustment. They looked like they were about to commit to it. Maybe it being the plan or not, I'm not sure. But for now, that adjustment looked last minute. It looked adjusted. And we look at Fnatic going back into this with Sheriffs galore. That's about all they're going to bring through. Maybe an early test, an early read, but once again at the heel of lOUD at the start of this.
เริ่ม
Fnatic love to try and remove Killjoy utility from Garage, but one of the things that I've noticed they struggle with, and one of the reasons I think that they've been struggling in general with their Haven attack, is that they make it so easy for the defenders to re-clear. You see how they don't insert anybody in Garage here? They don't maintain any level of presence. And lOUD just a single peek in, and they realize that there's no real threat there.
Yeah, Les still being as active as he was, as you said, ensuring that there is no follow-up to this, even if you note Sadak keeping a bit of a track on it too.
And Les will always try and get aggressive in Garage. If you're looking to try and find a pick against lOUD, focusing on Les refighting Garage would be a great way to try and generate 5v4s for Fnatic.
And again, late
แผ่น
round
ลองเมาส์ดีๆมันทำให้ลื่นขึ้นเหรอครับ
has now noted at least 2 players from
แผ่นลองเมาส์
Fnatic, so they're
ดีๆ
being forced around this map with very little reward for themselves. Maybe if they get timing on Sadak, but again, you're hoping for instances that you cannot
ก็มี
determine
ส่วนแหละ
yourself. Sadak
ในการที่เราขยับบางทีก็มีเป็นเนื้อสปีดเนื้อสักษา
But works so
มัน
well.
มีหลายเนื้อผ้านะ
Great trade for Boaster.
They ran into the wall.
But there's
ก็
still
เหมือน
players
ผ้า
getting out of
มันก็
bodies
มี
on
หลาย
the
แบ
side
บเวลา
already.
เสื้อ
It's
อย่าง
not
เงี้ย
just
มันก็
Les
มีหลาย
Aspas,
ผ้า
very nearby,
เรา
forced
ชอบสัม
away
ผัสแบบ
towards
ไหนอะ
CT. Leo trying to put the utility
มันก็มี
in play
ผ
for
ลหมดอะ
Dirka, but he's being checked on. He's being kept safe. And with 13 seconds, they're going to struggle for this plant. Maybe able to get it down here unless the swing comes in. Less 22 HP. He's still punishing Alpha. Big trade for Boaster. Boaster! He's got to go nuclear in this though. A 1v2. He's got the plant.
วินาเบิลนะวินาเบิลนะ
Now he's got to find both of these.
โอ้ย
Healed
อั
up
ปัด
the
บอกฮิว
team.
กูก่อนเพื่อนอย่าเพิ่งอุ้ยบดเล่นโคตรอันพีดิก
Flashes to reveal everything.
Yeah,
He's
Bidik
given
จัด
an inkling, but he's got an angle. He's got a charge.
Oh.
The timing on that, Aspas.
มึงไอ้ค
So
ม
quick.
ไป
Boaster found the only opening that was available to him, the tiniest of timings and opportunities, and still lOUD were diligent enough to be able to hit that flick and deal with him.
Must be nice to be Aspas.
It definitely feels though like Fnatic are applying the pressure on the third map. They haven't just gone quietly into the night.
ถ้าเป็นเมื่อก่อนนะ ไม่รู้มันมีรุ่นอะไรมั่งนะแผ่นรองเมาส์อะเมื่อก่อนที่พี่
Force
ซื้อ
lOUD
อะ
to win.
ก็มีสปรีดกับคอนโทรลนี่ก็ตามชื่อเลยคอนโทรลมันก็น่าจะแบบนิดนึงไม่ได้ลื่นมากสปีดก็เนื้อจะลื่นๆนิดนึงก็ตามชื่อครับผมตอนนี้ไม่รู้มันไปถึงไหนตอนไหน
And
แล้ว
I think that's a little worrying too because Boaster is the emotional leader for the team. And at the moment it feels like he's trying to lead from the front and drag the rest of his team up in terms of energy as well. This is a massive clash.
Oh Christ, Dirk. This is
ทาดานหมดดง
keeping themselves in this though. That could have been
Right.
deadly.
Massive potential there for that to go wrong.
อาติซานเขาว่าดี
Coming up
ผม
behind,
ว่าไง
trying to fill the gap based on all of that
Well, bang,
information that Fnatic were fighting over very long.
I mean, Les does have a van.
ไม่
He's
ซื้อ
the only player that's really going to
ม
be
อง
a
ว่า
threat, and he's
พี่
in
ม
a
องว่ามันไม่ได้
perfect
จำเป็น
position.
ขนาดนั้น เอาที่ถนัดดีกว่าน้องๆลองดูครับลองดูด้วยตัวเองแต่คีย์บอร์ดเนี่ยวูดติ้งอ่ะอยากลองสักครั้งในชีวิตเขาบอกว่าการตอบสนองเร็วที่สุดในโลกอยากลอง
Spike planted.
So far away from this too, it's not even like Aspas and Tui's are in a position where they can get info on where Fnatic would be repositioning. And any damage to the economy is going to be fairly minor because Fnatic just love using these light armors at all times. We've seen them even not being affected too much by the bonus round wins.
บางคนชอบจัดโต๊ะคอมไงพี่ว่าแผ่นรองเมาส์อ่ะเป็นหนึ่งส่วนที่ทำให้โต๊ะคอมสวยนะอันนี้จริงๆเลยเอ้าเกือบแล้วมึงอูเสียเยอะนะ
They weather the storm, but there is damage done. Losing 3, that's rifles now gone. Yes, the light bars should supplement through with that light armor coming in, but still, Fnatic put on notice this doesn't feel comfy yet.
One of the biggest pieces of damage that Les has done with that play that you see Durka just clean up is that Les now has his lockdown online for round 4. In a round that could end up being economically important. You're looking for Fnatic, they've got 3 players that wouldn't really be able to buy up into the next.
Aspas on the operator. Does he go for a challenge off the rip? Well, it's Aspas. He certainly does! Durka dead. Tip of the spear.
ใช้หูฟังรุ่นอะไรใช้หูฟังมาฮอ
5v4. Do Fnatic continue on this path?
They are so committed.
ไม่ค่อยเวิร์คเท่าไหร่
players deep down A long.
ไม่ค่อยถูกใจชอบไฮเบรกมากกว่า รอพังเฮ้ยโลแฟตไหวมากแบบ
They don't expect it. How does he get away with this so often? Finally checked by Chronicle. The spike plant a little more contested than they'd like. Feeling like they want to brawl the bomb.
ไอ้เหี้ยนัวแบบนัวอะไรวะเนี่ย
Re-challenging Fnatic.
ไอ้เหี้ย
Fnatic do not have an answer.
มันเยอะไป
You see the way that lOUD are using that Viper Orb and then also being able to work around the Cloudburst and work around the Cove that they even use towards the backside. And they make sure that they are never getting pushed. They only have to worry about this one angle. They only have to worry about you pushing through that. I think if Fnatic want to challenge towards A, they need to be disrespecting Sadak's Viper Orb. You actually need to take the decay damage and walk through that so that you're applying pressure from both sides of default.
เย็ดเคโคตรละเอียดอ่ะวูดติ้งมันใช้สวิตช์แบบแม่เหล็กเลยกดตอบสนองตามแรงได้กดเบาก็เดินไปน้อยกดสุดก็เดินสุดมันคุมได้ละเอียดกว่าคีย์บอร์ดทั่วไปเย็ดเคพี่ไม่เข้าใจคำถาม G4X แล้วเวลาเล่นไปจอมันหันขึ้นฟ้าหรือก้มหน้ามันมีแก้ไหมคืออะไร
Blended. I mean, he was dead in a blink of an eye. That's, again, most of the threat from this round gone.
Yeah. I'm not sure whether we saw a bullet tag there onto Durka or something, but he
โดนแล้วมึงลาวมาแน่
to get on top.
มันจะติดกลับบ้านว่ะสภาพนี้
Bulldog, yes for Chronicle, but lOUD very controlled here.
One of the issues is that if Fnatic are in 4v5s in situations like this, they're not going to pull out ultimates. You know, Les and Tui's are not going to feel like they're obligated to invest a lot.
มันจบแล้วครับด่านนี้แข่งจริงๆครับสำหรับลาวโคตรแข็งไอ้เหี้ยดูยังไงแม่งก็แข็งไอ้ห่าแม่งเล่นกันดีเว้ยด่านเนี้ยลาวอ่ะมึงพลาดแล้วเจอคอมปีศาจร้ายของมันด้วยไม่ต้องห่วงคอมปีศาจร้ายมันเอาให้แน่
They may want to try and filter through from Garage. Sadak controls towards B exceptionally well. Less receives towards Garage. And once again, they have wraps on this Fnatic side. Leo can try and do damage, but it's going to be irrelevant. This is stunning from lOUD. Fully prepared here.
Feels like similar scenes when Fnatic go down early at the beginning of these maps and have to dig themselves out of a hole. There's only so many times that you can recover when the pressure is in this kind of way.
อันนั้นน่าจะไปแล้วครับบอกลาได้เลยเอาไลน์อัพไปอีก
And it gets to these kind of big moments against opponents that are a hair's breadth away from you, even when you're playing at your absolute peak. You can't give them an inch.
ซื้อใหม่
And I'm waiting to see the mini timeout. I don't know when it's going to happen. I thought it could be even now at this point, but it's not. Still going to trust in the plan here, Fnatic. As the early test is towards middle. Sadak fully deterred yet. Maybe trying to play in Aspas with that operator.
I mean, look at Les. He has a lockdown to try and play retake, but instead he's tucked in Cubby in mid. This is the kind of flair and the variety that he can give you. You expect him to play in a massive situation, retake somewhere, much less likely you're going to clear this.
Now, they may have noted Sanak, which is a little bit of a switch up, so they might be questioning where Les is, but even with that in mind, they still need to actively try and fight through. See,
ได้นอนแน่ครับจบคู่นี้แหละ
could depend on the
แล้วเจอกันพรุ่งนี้ครับ
lOUD have a lot of utility that they could bank upon for a very diligent retake here, but Fnatic still needs to step towards it, still needs to get on towards the site itself, and yes, finally following up towards Garage, and Sanak's not to be alive.
เกือบตาย
Everyone from lOUD is here though, ready to play the
มี
retake.
ยูมุ้ย
Fnatic
อยู่
have
ไกล
got C.
จัง
Sure, plan's going to go down. But 2E's has his high time to ready, to get back in here. They still have to fight for a line. The Sadak escape. They have lockdown. They have reckoning. There are huge ults.
Counter, trying to work off this one.
They hit Durka.
He can't now springboard off the back. That could have been everything. Alpha trying to fill that void, but still they need the plant. They've offset the timing a little bit, but they still have a massive fight for that lockdown. Do they completely fall away? The divide could go up as well. This is a bit of everything in it, and Alpha's been
เกมยิงปืนหรือเปล่าวะ
down to 2E's.
กูนึกว่าอยู่ในแฮร์รี่พอตเตอร์
Leo's got to run. Try and get out of here in time, and they've been forced away towards long.
The utility's not amazing either. Look at how deep that high tide is. Separates Chronicle from all the rest.
Oh, he couldn't quite get it.
ได้ครึ่งไหม
Denied by Leo. Back to business. You're going to have this all being poured through. Fnatic forced to invest everything, and they're holding on.
เลนโคตรฝืนอะ
Last line in this.
เฮ้ยลาดปัดไม่ขวานให้เพื่อนน่ะ
Some damage, and Fnatic
เพิ่งเห็น
are toying with him.
เฮ้ยปัด
Surely there's no more.
มึง
Surely
มีความ
Turi's
ส่งลูก
draw
ปัด
attention away. He can't.
เฮ้ยปัด โอ้ my lord ปัด โอ้ shit what the fuck are you doing
I mean, skin of their teeth in this round.
What
oh
an awesome idea from them. It got chaotic, absolutely.
Oh,
but Chronicle
fast.
ulting at the start actually disrupts lOUD's plan to go for the retake at the beginning anyway. And it bought
แม่ง
enough
ห่วง
time
ยิง
for
ชิบ
Fnatic
หาย
to reposition into a more standard let's all play down C and spam the spike kind of situation.
โอ้ยอัลฟาเจอร์06ไอ้เหี้ย
If
เล่
they
นไม่
don't
ดี
throw that breach ult in, even though there was no follow-up, lOUD are there much quicker on the retake, and Fnatic are caught in transition trying to run away down long. Very tiny moments, and you're right, by the skin of their teeth. Aspas saved the operator, looking towards B, but Fnatic are going to continue to apply pressure A early. They're really trying to condition lOUD to be afraid of this, and yet lOUD still only have 2 people here because the actual A endings have not worked.
You're absolutely right. They don't have to be too worried about that late round. Now, information should be found here, and it is. 2 noted, but Fnatic hold default. Really working
แม่งไม่ยอมควัน
early.
เหี้ยควัน2 ลูกนั้นกู้เสร็จได้เลยนะครับ คือมันกดดันฝั่งตรงข้ามมากกว่า
Battle over Garage here. Both
นี่แม่ง
of these
ชิลเลยเหี้ย
extremely happy to
ถือว่า
take
ปัดพลาด
duels.
แล้วกันนะปัด
But
บูมก็รู้
Alpha's
ว่าปัด
being
คิดอะไรอยู่
patient here, waiting for the rest of the team.
It's only less, though. I mean, yes, he's got Aspas.
เฮ้ยเลนไม่มาเลยเว้ยเฮ้ย
3-play stack towards A,
Oh,
and Leo's
phải đó.
won them the fight.
มาเปล่าไม่รู้แต่ไปละ
Spam coming out from
ล่า
Alpha,
สุด
but C is on a platter once again. They found
อุ้ยแท็กติดปะน่ะ
something that's working.
อี
Now, obviously, they don't know
แท็ก
that.
ติด
They
มี
still
ตาย
do
สัต
all
ว์
the diligent checks on the way in here, but the plant should be inevitable. But this gives lOUD time to hit that rotation button.
มันเล่นแบ็กไซด์ไม่ได้เหรอวะ
Tied up yet from 2E's, so that's going to stall out lOUD for just
อุ้ย
a
โอ้โห
moment.
เหี้ยเจ็บหมดเลยทำไมมันเล่นแบ็กไซด์ไม่ได้วะไอแซนแฮกอะ
Comes in.
เพราะอะไรวะ
Durka deciding to stick around. Oh dear. Deciding to stick around for how long? He's being checked on. Counting's taking him down. Let's give him the step towards the site. All players, I think for a second there, Alpha considering maybe splitting through middle, are towards long. They need to get going on this one though.
Done.
They need to get it towards halfway. If lOUD want an opportunity, but maybe just a shot in the dark's gonna work. Chronicle slightly further ahead.
ชิบหายแล้ว
Boast
ปัด
from the trade. Code goes up. This has to be it. This has to be essential.
อุ้ย
Aspas
เหี้ย
trying to
โดนจริง
defend, but he's losing out on bodies.
อุ้ย
Teammates are falling like flies, and Fnatic, even with their backs to the wall,
อุ้ย
are desperately
อุ้ย
trying to hold this.
กู
And they
ทัน
might
ด้วย
just have
เย็ด
it.
แม่
The
I
time,
don't think-
I don't know how close this is
ทั
going
น
to be.
ยังไงก็ทัน
Oh,
เย้
Unbelievable heartbreak there for lOUD on the defuse. 600ths of a second in it.
เอ้ย
Barely any opportunity.
ไม่ใช้คีย์บอร์ดวูตติ้งไง
Loud's
คือถ้ามึงใช้
retakes
วูตติ้งอ่ะ
have been
ไอ้
slowed down, but Fnatic have found something
0.06 อ่ะ
working here.
มันจะหายไป
That difference
เพราะว่า
is
มึง
so
กดปุ๊บ
minimal.
มันทำงานเลย
And think if 2E's has his high tide
ถ้า
online
คีย์บอร์ดทั่วไปมันต้องรอให้
earlier,
ปุ่มมันจม
unsold
ก่อน
by Nana Swarms over towards spawn. That is all the difference
ต้อง
you
คีย์
need.
บอร์ดวูตติ้งครับผม
wow. And with all that said and done, the 2 consecutive rounds for Fnatic here are enough
Serious?
for lOUD to decide to pump the brakes. They want to check back in. Frog wants to have a word. I mean, as you rightly highlighted, A is pretty much the castle. lOUD don't seem too fussed by it. Fnatic can't fully break in. Yes, they can get a plant, but the rest of the map has been available and they've been starting to find a weakness.
Yeah, so I think if I'm Fraud here, I'm calling for 2E's to hold on to his high tide because you need that to be able to flood retake
เผล
on
อ
the
ๆจริง
scene.
นะไม่ได้
The set
มั่ว
retakes
ดู
are
ไว้
working.
ดูไว้ไอ้
And
พว
I'm
กแชท
also calling for less to play
เพราะว่า
massively
วูดติ้ง
with
เนี่ย
Garage.
มันทำงาน
Because
ตั้งแต่เราสัมผัส
clearly
แล้วครับ
Fnatic have identified
เรา
that
กด
as
ส
an
มมติ
area where they can catch
คีย์บอร์ด
and
ทั่วไป
pick.
ต้องกด
You saw
100%อ่ะ
them
นึกออกปะ
enter
มันถึง
into
จะทำงาน
garage and
กึกหนึ่ง
triple
อ่ะ
spam the position that
แต่
Les
วู
is
ดติ้ง
gonna
อ่ะ
be
กดไป
playing.
1%
Once
อ่ะ
you
มัน
get
ทำงาน
hard
แล้ว
red like that, you've got to adjust. And maybe that means playing in the
เป็น
C
ไง
connector
ไอ้
with a
เหี้ย
hard anchor
กู
from
แม่ง
Sara,
ของ
but
จริง
I would
ป่ะ
like to see them play flood defending instead and saving that high tide that 2E's has been throwing that cuts off front of B in front of Garage.
This does give the option to Fnatic though to try and flex back into this A take, but I am also seeing that Aspas is here. Again, the beauty of having to depend on less being a bit more passive, a little bit safer. You don't have to particularly disrupt the rest of the map.
งี้มันก็ลั่นง่าย
Play that
กู
on
ก็
his
ไม่
own, a
รู้อ่ะ
small adjustment
กูก็
can
ไม่
make
เค
a
ยใช้
world of difference. But Aspas,
กูก็อ่าน
the
มา
one who
มั่
could be
ว
in
ๆไป
the
งั้
right
น
place potentially at the right time. This is a lot of players down towards long, and Aspas is waiting patiently towards a sewer. Hello. Just gonna sit towards this corner, tell his teammates you watch towards
มันไม่ถึงขั้น 1% หรอกไอ้สัตว์
all of Fnatic are here.
กูก็พูดเกินไป
But can they make it work this time? Oh, the slow trip back. Aspas criminal to get away with it. Fnatic, there's no safety on this site. They have very little to work with. Finally, they at least have hell and backside. But it's the first time in a while, and it's not their own site at all. There's 3 players in sewer.
คีย์บอร์ดกูไวกว่าวูดติ้ง
These
กดที
loud
เดียวได้
plays are
2
gonna be
ที
difficult to root.
เฮ้ย
Poster is the first one to try.
เฮีย
He must know that there's a
ข
chance
ยะ
there's a couple of players down there.
But they succeeded on the first,
Oh.
but the trade comes out. They've got to now know Aspas is here and Calentine. That's a big picture to be painting. The Viper pick going to go through.
เอ้า
Chronicle.
หัวแข็ง
And now
จัง
it's getting dicey.
งงเหมือนกัน
Durka and Leo, the last 2 alive. They've got to work in perfect unison. Leo,
Oh.
a second, and now down to an all-even
โอ้
number.
โซฮอตกว่าลีโอ
Starting to do that damage. Aspas, the last one alive. In a 1v1 up against Leo, the guy who could be ice cold. The king himself, Leo, can he bide the time? It looks like he has. Aspas has to relinquish, to walk away. A classic moment between Leo and Durka. Wonderful scenes.
เอาแล้วตายห่าด้วย
Takes the operator out
ไอ้
of
เฮียลีโอ
Aspas's
ฆ่า
hands
ปั
as
ด
well
ได้อีก
towards the end.
ตายอีก
It feels like we haven't seen too many rounds like this where the Fnatic players are the ones finding those huge moments, and it coming as a combo of a couple of people, not just one individual going nuts. A very different look there from Fnatic on their A attack.
เฮ้ยหลับหรือ
Deciding
เปล่า
to
วะ
leave short
เฮ้ย
completely
มันหลับหรือ
open
เปล่าวะมึงเช็
and
ค
instead push for backside control.
นี่อัลฟาเจอร์ยิง 1นะเว้ย
Posters starting to come up with
Yeah,
plans
Alphazer
here of
ยิง
how to find the first pick and avoid what lOUD are doing on defense.
Repetition though, gonna keep doing this. Straight back on the operator.
Top
Aspas
3
not
บอก
willing to give that up at all.
แมตช์ที่มีเปเปอร์เล็กอะมันทุกแมตช์ เฮียเปเปอร์เล็กแม่งเล่นได้ใจคนดูมันถึงมีแฟนทั้งโลกไง แฟนคลับทั้งโลกอ่ะ เอ้าไอเลส
This is just straight blind spam, right? Zero chance he saw anything.
เต็ม
Definitely
ละ
saw
มึง
something
เอ้
there.
ยเต็มชัด
Dead to rights.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I mean, imagine going from Fnatic, having that read 2 rounds in a row to be able to pick up less and then go for an A-site hit, and then this is just a flawless, instantly responded.
EG ก็มันครับ
Well, that's
EG
what the
ก็มัน
timeout was for, clearly.
EG
I mean, a
Paper
very
Lake
unique
เขาเล่น
look.
มัน
You
อ่ะ
can't
สองทีม
always
เนี้ย
bank on that, but it worked so
ดุ
wonderfully.
ดัน
Can you
โอ
really
ม
not?
คาม
No, I don't think you can bang again 2 through a wall and then maybe the judge works out. I don't know. Hey, prove me wrong, but I'm also worried because I'm noting here the finances for Fnatic are in tatters. They could get a bit of a buy,
โอ้
yes,
โห
but it's not
เฮียมันยิง
pretty.
เข้าหัวเลยนะ
Take those when you get 'em.
ประเด็นคือเข้าหัวด้วยนะทะลุ
Just immaculate from Les, and also applying the pressure before the utility came through. So not getting caught there, because he's able to spam before the Fnatic players are even into Garage.
Sting is Sheriff's Bulldog, yes, for Alpha, but that's the best they're bringing in. An early information note of presence towards A long. So for lOUD, do they put together the full picture here? Durka, not able to close that gap though. Actually, full site control this time, gained by Fnatic.
Yeah, Durka disrespected that Sadak Viper Orb and went through it, taking the decay, but clearing out from both sides. lOUD did not fight, instead playing for the full
โอ้
retake.
ไม่โดน
Where the hell is that Hunter coming from? Down on long. I don't think it's quite got what he wanted here. Quarantine tagged up a little, but it's too easy to find Chronicle. Durka, this is a lot to ask. They're investing, the ults are investing a great deal on this.
ดูมันจ่ายดิ
The lockdown going to
ดู
be
มัน
coming
จ่าย
in as
ของ
well.
ดิ
This is going to get chaotic on the side. Who keeps their cool? It's
Oh,
Quarantine taking down Boaster, but the response coming in. Diffuse is still going. Nothing is stopping this. They're going to send it.
โอ้ลีโอ
Unreal scenes. Leo just a fraction too late there on the spike. Throwing those shock darts in, desperately trying to keep his team alive. Stop the diffuse. Fnatic invested so many ultimates into a situation there where they had the worst economy. They're believing very heavily in the counter strat that they have on the A.
เหมือนโอ้ยตื่นแล้ว
That's not a normal reaction to winning an anti-eco.
มื่อกี้
No,
หลับ
it's not. No, it's not. I think that
เมื่อกี้หลับ
maybe
ครับ
speaks a little to the
ตื่น
bigger
แล้วมันตื่น
picture
แล้ว
here as Fnatic are hitting the brakes for themselves. Mini, who's been quite vocal about some of his frustrations in this tournament so far and a couple of the hiccups on the way, but it's time for a check-in at 6-4. Fnatic can't let this slip out of their fingertips if they want to have a competitive half.
And I think for Fnatic, I'm looking towards Durka and Alpha. Yeah, those are the players that have been with this roster for so long and have been the two heavy hitters. Before this was even a super team, you still had Durka and Alpha going crazy in whatever role they were playing. Combined, right now, they're 5-20. That is brutal for an attack side Jet player. And Alpha, who, while I'm not always a fan of how he plays on the attack side, tends to still get the kills up at the very least. Both of those players going completely absent, and it's still a somewhat close half at 6-4. If they can find their moments to come online, they can be the difference makers to making this a dead even half where Fnatic feel much more comfortable on defense.
And statistically, Durka is one of those players who is a big game player. He does well from playoffs onwards. He doesn't traditionally slouch in this, but as I said, this hasn't been a comfortable game for him at all. We've seen Boaster, I think, leading the scoreboard more than either of them, which is baffling to me. I mean, I do want to see if they find some of that security going in, but for now, for lOUD, if they can go
20% luck
this could be huge.
50% skill.
By less one off. Cowanzine one away too.
Boaster looks like he's just going to call the heavy A hit again, and they are going straight into Aspas Operator.
He's managed to avoid the stun. Has to reveal that he is in this position to avoid being detected, but does he hit Durka? Oh! Matter. He still claims alive! Alpha is dead and buried, and now there's problems.
ชอบนะเหรอมาอยู่นั่นแหละอัดบัตบอกมาดีสัตว์เอาโดน
How the hell are you meant to get in? I guess that's how. Try and shut them down, try and push them back, and respectively, they slip back towards CT.
Aspas with the Blade Storm is still going to be really useful on this retake. He's not hampered at all by the Operator. There's only two players really.
อุ้ย
Nice post plant.
เหี้ยไอ้เด้อกระโดดขึ้นมาเอาเลยเหรอ
Chronicle
ตึง
forward.
ไปเพื่อน
Here we go. Retake. About to get started. Aspas first couple of steps forward. Boaster, Durka looking to try and work in unison. Doesn't get isolated, but does get traded. Tui's there on the hard carrying work towards the site, trying to take all that space away. Chronicle already noted as well. I mean, Tui seemed a little lost in that then. As Chronicle gets away with his life further, finally dealt with by less, pushed deeper away. Leo now having to come online, trying to get involved in this, and now down to just.
Oh no!
It's the two IGLs again.
โอ้คลาวซีนไอ้แซนแฮกทำได้
He gets the defuse.
เยี่ย
What a play by Sadak. The two IGLs going head-to-head towards the end of that clutch, and it feels like Boaster's got more confidence than most of the other players on Fnatic. He goes for the wide swing. He had chances to be able to win that one too, playing around, but his health was just too low. Sadak catching him with a bullet there as he goes for the jump peek, trying to bait the diffuser off. The lOUD players are hunting for these fights. You see how Les is getting aggressive, making space for the diffuse to come down. He's hungry to take duels
ก
because
ดดัน
right now
สุดๆครับ
they are
สำหรับ
different.
อาฟาเจอร์โอ้ my อาฟาเจอร์มึงทำเซ็งไอ้เหี้ยยิงอยู่2
To such extraordinary levels.
Chance to make up for it. A pixel spotted, but he escapes with his life. Durka just
เหี้ยมันรอด
close down on these kills. He's struggling.
เริ่มไม่รอดแล้วจะตายห่าแล้วไอ้สัตว์
Aspas waiting. So much invested. Leo's the one to claim
โอ้ย
one. The trade comes
โอ้ย
out. And the
อะไรไม่รู้เนี่ยม่วงฟ้า
But Tui
ม่วงฟ้ายิงผ่านควันโคมคามกันไป
scrambling.
ง่ายดีเกม
Fnatic are going to try and make a mid-round pivot here. They've been going so
นี่
heavy
ขนาด
in
มัน
5
เนิร์ฟกระ
plays
สุ
in
น
one
นะ
spot the last
มึง
4
ยัง
rounds
ดู
in
ดิ
a
แม่ง
row.
ยิงทะลุ
They
กันชิบ
never
หา
have
ย
a
หมด
plan
อะ
B. There is never anyone on the lurk to be able to give them options or even
แต่
info
ทีหลังจบ
elsewhere.
ไม่ใช่ครับเดี๋ยวแจ
So
ก
this
คู่ชิงครับ
scramble
คู่ชิง
is just that. But there's no drone, there's no recon, there's no way of clearing out these positions if there was a threat.
They're working in so blind.
เดี๋ยวแจกคู่ชิงนะครับ สกินแชมเปี้ยน
And now they're walking into a site
ฝากติดตาม
that's
ด้วย
already been defended by County. He's seen enough. Calls for support, he gets it. They're ahead of it. They have to play ahead of this utility. They need something on their side, be it the time, be it anything. And now we go into a post plant.
Look at Les tucked in on spawn, using his ult to clear out the whole of B. They need to watch for a garage repush here, but the rest of lOUD should have their opportunities to get in. The high tide used quite early though, so Fnatic will still have chances to spam, and Aspas catches that garage repush I was talking about.
Durka is struggling here as a Fnatic. 4 rounds might be all they're going to get.
โอ้โห ลีโอบอดเจ็บ2 what the fuck
It's all on him now in a 1v2.
ชิบหายแล้ว
Oh, he's been put in the corner. He's been put down.
ไอ้เหี้ยยิงไม่ทันไอ้สัตว์
Playing exceptional Valorant now. That's going to be 8, and it might be the first nail.
วันนี้สอบขอพรหน่อยครับอาบุมพี่บอกตลอดนะพรนี่แม่งไม่มีจริงแต่ทริกนะฮะ
They've just
ถูก
got
ทุก
the
ข้อ
read,
ใส่ไป
got
เลย
the game plans every time.
ถ้าเจอถูกทุกข้อมึงติ๊กเลยมึงติ๊กด่วนเลยมึงฝนไปเลยให้ดำเมี่ยมไปเลย
This
มั่นใจ
could be a fatal half in this tournament. lOUD on the other hand with a
ฟาดจัด
fabulous start here in map 3.
จีบีครับ
This wall
ซื้อ
is gonna apply so much
ทำขนาด
pressure.
นี้นะ
Dirk is gonna look to try and fight behind it. How does he get one and escape?
ซื้อ
It's
ใช้โค้ดบูมรา นะครับ
a sparse one that
มี
he's
สิทธิ์
claimed.
ลุ้
He
น
hasn't been
รางวัล
exactly hitting here.
เสื้อเปเปอร์เล็ก
But hey, if that's how you
3 รางวัล
started
นะครับ
off,
เอาไป
that's
ใส่
the
ดูรอบชิงโก
of the
โก้
half. You take 'em. The less fancies it back.
lOUD look cautious on the way in through B. Need to break alarm bot here as well before Fnatic will bite and realize that this is actually coming towards
แม่
the
สมอง
side.
เหวี่ยงเลยเมื่อกี้
As much as we know to
เร็ว
go
ไปหน่อย
down
จี
by
บี
one, as was Alpha.
เฮ้ยแต่นี่จริงนะ แต่มันมีอีกวิตามินหนึ่งที่ทำให้
Overtaken, not much to really do.
เฮ้ย
They will give themselves
ไม่ได้วะเนอะ
the plant, and they give themselves fair shout at this post plant.
โอ้
Sadak
โห
getting
ไม่
aggressive
ตาย
on this, trying to build off the back of Karanzin's damage, but he couldn't quite
อุ้ย
close down on
เหี้ยแต่แท็ก
Throttle.
กล้าเล่นจัด
So Fnatic stay standing with 4 across to the sub. Okay, it was Alpha to land that.
อ้าว
somehow.
กล้าเล่น
Let's
ล้มไปละ
smoke, but that
ล่า
one
สุด
does land. As now it's a 1v3, and Les has been good, but I don't think he's been this good. Half defuse achieved, 29 HP, overwhelmed.
ไอ้เหี้ย
Fnatic take
ไอ้เหี้ย
the
ลีโอ
first
โคตร
step
ซิ่ง
here.
And a crucial pistol. Not just because they're down 8-4, but also it starts to activate those players that were so quiet in the first half. We ran the stats on the desk earlier about Durka on the attack side versus defense side on this map. It's been a
ไม่ได้
running
ลุ้น
theme
ครับ
all throughout
ถ้าซื้อ
Champions.
เซเว่นไม่ได้
But
ลุ้นค
Durka
รับ
looked, again, more comfortable there in his position, defending his jet, and Alpha was also able to get 3 on the round. These are the players you need to wake up. Boaster's been there in terms of his energy and what he's been bringing.
Yes.
There's only so much you can do to inspire the rest of the team. They need to step up of their own volition.
First steps taken towards it on that long road back here, but keep in mind it is lOUD and they look pretty lethal. And no real messing around the pace here. They want eyes set towards C. Be Boaster and Alpha. Get a plant here, lOUD. This one gets dropped and Alpha's farming. The Eco Cobra doing very well for himself, but hold up a second. Bit of damage back, but again, dealt with. Threats handled. No plants, no problems.
And Fnatic still with 2 rifles that they can bring into the next round. I've liked what Fnatic have brought on Haven on their defense side. I think they've had some really cute set plays that have applied a lot of pressure. If there was ever a time to bring one out, you're not saving it for the lower bracket final or the grand final. You need it now.
วันดีตอนเช้าครับ
Super
โปร
team
เฟสเซอร์มาร์ค
favorites for this tournament are being pushed and need
แล้ว
something
ก็อ
big
โนเน็ต
to get the momentum back on their side on Haven.
ขอบคุณซับสไครต์สวัสดียามเช้าทุกท่านครับผม เช้านี้ เช้าอย่างนี้หาต้มเลือดหมูสดนะโหบอกเลยพี่น้องเอ้ยจวดกูเลยหิวครับ แต่ว่ากินไม่ได้เดี๋ยวจะนอนละ
Fnatic are going to play around Durka and Leo controlling short. If this A hit does come through, they've still got a position to reinforce. And on the other side of the map, Alpha's taken a walk down C long. So again, playing these aggressive, almost one-and-done positions, as Les was on the defense side. Both of these killjoys are really quite similar in how they...
เร็วๆดีลาวเหี้ย
There's that second attempt now towards the side. They've got the sewer control to add to the collection. Now it's slowly chipping away at this Fnatic hold, but still, not taking fully committed steps towards the side just yet. Very patient. I don't think
Hey.
it's Sadak there. Maybe still aware. Yeah, still a jump spot.
ทำไมมันออกจมูกอะ
Got caught out there. Leo needs to be very careful with this. 40 seconds.
Wow.
โอ้ย
This is now going to get dicey.
ลีคอนเจอ
Cloud
3 จ้า
close the gap, or they're finding no early chances.
They're leaving, and Althea has not taken the bait at all.
30 seconds left.
Oh, there's indecision within the loud camp. Sadak called for some kind of rotate,
Wait.
but it looks like it might have been
Wait,
an audio
no.
bait. The sound bait has just
เฮ้ย
left the
แล้ว
site
โยกทำไมอะ
completely open. Fnatic caught it,
Oh.
hook, line, and sinker.
ไอ้เหี้ยทำทรงอ่านเกมโถบอส
They were never meant to get this.
Just footsteps of them running away, and the whole of Fnatic rotated off A. They were so convinced that was going to be a late round rotate, as was I.
I think we all were.
โดนเฟกเหรอ
And they made it work, but can they hold on now? It's retake time. Cove gonna go in, all the utility being poured through towards CT to stall out. Keep Fnatic at arm's length. And Aspas is breaking their back.
โดนเลย
Three massive kills.
โดน
Ducker and
Aspas
Alpha
เลย
have to save. There is no other option here.
What a call. What a call. Whoever that was from Loud has just absolutely rinsed Fnatic. They looked scattered on the retake as well, like their heads were already out of the round. And Boaster's trying to get back in through spawn, and the next player is a country mile away.
That's mental.
That's a rattler as well.
Oh, that's in your head. That
ส
is
แกนเจอ 3
absolutely
โยก
in
เหรอ
your head at that point.
สแกนเจอ 3 โยกมัน
Where
ก็
was Alpha at that point?
ถ้ามีเวลา
He was
ก็
down
อาจ
too
จะ
long earlier. He
ก็
got
อาจจะ
no
โยกได้
pressure,
แหละ
no steps heard, no utility.
เพราะว่า
Maybe a little paranoid about
มันก็
me,
คง
but
คิดว่าไอ้เหี้ยฝั่งลาวมันคงไม่เข้าหรอกมั้ง กูเจอมึงตั้ง 3 ตัวอะไรอย่างเงี้ย
And I think Mini at this point, you're not
มัน
even
ต้องเล่น
seeing that
my
level of
game กันครับ
emotional reaction. And
แต่
that
โยก
worries
ทั้ง
me
หมด
even
เนี่ยเด็
more.
ไม่
If
ส
he
วย
can
เด็
feel within the team
มึงโยก
atmosphere
สัก
that
เหลือ
it's
สัก
slipping
ตัว
away,
นึงไหมอะไรอย่างเงี้ย
almost a sense of apathy overtaking
เหลือตัวนึง
that determination and frustration from the perfection he usually expects.
can they recover? This puts their mental to the test, and Loud, I mean, you will adore getting around like that. They probably don't know how fortunate they were in that fact that Fnatic basically evacuated the site, but again, they'll watch it back, they'll feel that momentum shift here. They still have to get past the challenge in Sur if they fancy going back towards A.
Fnatic didn't really adjust at all based on that B fake pressure at the start of this round. They're still in nice spots to stop the A hit.
Here.
ขอกำลังใจไปสัมภาษณ์งานทีครับ
Two on the site. The
ตอบ
entirety
ถูก
of
ทุก
Loud
ข้อ
now,
ครับ
that should be
ลุย
big
เลย
info.
นัวๆไป
Ringing
เวลา
the
เขาถาม
alarm
พี่อะไร
bells.
มึงก็บอก
Loud
ถูกทุกข้อ
are in.
ครับ
Aspas taking those steps for
ว่ามันจะงงเว้ย
Slide down.
มันจะงงแป๊บนึ
Trying
ง
to keep some space for himself, but he's been called back towards site.
คือ
And
คือ
now look at Les.
คนสัมภาษณ์
Close
เขา
to
จะ
the
งง
gap.
แป๊บนึง
They're so aware. Aspas with the punish, and once again perfection from Loud on the site take. Plant's gonna come through. Can they hold against the retake from Fnatic?
โอ้
They don't have a jet to try and break these
จี
crosshairs.
จี
And once Sadak is positioned on the site, things become almost impossible. You are trying to push through the orb decay, the snake bites.
เวลามองเนี่ย
create
จ้องตาเขาไว้
vulnerability on any players looking
มึง
to
จ้อง
try
ไว้
and
เลย
retake as well.
ฟัง
Alpha
ด้วย
has finally
มึง
got
อย่า
the
ละ
lockdown
สายตา
on
จากเขา
but he's
นะ
been absent
บอก
otherwise
เลย
in these rounds, just tucked into C Cubby.
มันจะดูมึงแม่งไม่มั่น
Having
ใจ
to watch sadly as Fnatic on the other side of the map lose all hope of holding on.
คมไว้สบตาเขาไว้
Durka as well, so antsy down
มา
short,
รยาทในการพู
using
ด
his
และในการ
cloudburst,
ฟัง
giving away his position when nobody really knew that he was there from Loud. I mean, Les just has to comm that there is a jet on short and he's dead.
That's it. Literally, 3 players turn. There's no way out of that. This
But
is
Fnatic
10
look
for Loud.
shook.
Yeah, we were wondering the knock-on effect of some of those rounds. The one just prior, I think we're seeing it a little here.
ถ้าละ
This is
สาย
now
ตาระวังโดนปากกา
scary
แทง
times
คอ
for Fnatic.
Look at the economy too.
Oh,
Durka is
Christ.
going
You
for a
look like
glass cannon
2-4
operator
เนี่ย
here to try and be the difference maker and turn this one around. And the op is always going to find it difficult against a Viper Harbor comp. I mean, you're not going to be given any avenues to fight anyway, so Durka's going to find this so difficult. But he's decided he's the man for the job.
And look at what they do. Look at what he's got to work against. He doesn't get the freedom. Oh, but he still gets the shot.
จ้องตาทำไม
Different start
เอ้า
this time. But does
มัน
Loud
แปลว่าเรากำลัง
just
สน
operate
ใจที่เขาพูดอยู่ไง
full force
น้อง
this time rather than the
ตั้ง
fight?
ใจอ่ะ
This could be the round where Althea's position
Yeah.
is Cubby.
ไม่ใช่เขาพูดแล้วมึงมองอย่างเงี้ย
Always got a chance that Les swings into this operator line, but in the meantime, Loud
ต
attacks
บนายสัตว์
garage, and I don't think they know where Alpha is positioned. A poster's distracting wonderfully.
Yeah, he's keeping all eyes on him. But again, as much as looks like intent, I'm seeing the spike basically by spawn. and I'm seeing less holding position. And maybe he's waiting for an audio cue. If they try and rotate, it's still a test from lOUD. They are absolutely trying to play on the nerves of Fnatic here. They're afraid. They are absolutely in pieces, but there's been no... falling for that again.
And also thanks to the alarm bot that Alfie...
ไอ้เหี้ยลิเวอร์พูลไอ้เหี้ยเช้าแบบนี้งั้นนอนเลยแล้วกันเจอกันทัวร์หน้าเลยเจอกันทัวร์หน้าเลย
And lOUD get a second lease alive. Leo can't handle
มีลาก่อนด้วยไอ้สัตว์
Chronicle in support though.
เจอกันทัวร์หน้าเลย
Leaving just 3 standing, but maybe that could be enough. That 3 is willing and ready to battle. Plant's gonna come in.
ลาก่อนไอ้เหี้ยนี่รู้ว่าจะโดนไอ้เหี้ยแต่ก็
He's using lockdown instead of going for a sneaky backstab, drawing all eyes to himself.
เหี้ย
But again, Duck's got
Why?
No! Devastating miss on that one. And now down to the 2v2. Duck
Hey, Duck.
And he needs to deliver here for Fnatic. He finds one. Unless punishes Boaster. Unless is now in the 1v1 for himself. He's just buying time. He's making it hurt. But he's drifting.
โอ้โห
The open like this. Could have played
ไอ้
that
เหี้ย
a
มึง
little
จะพีคมันทำไม
differently.
วะเลส
Durka whiffed a couple of big chances to secure this round earlier on, but he delivers in the end. And he came in here with no armor, going for the op, believing in himself.
ไม่เห็นเหรอวะสีม่วง ไม่เห็นเหรอวะสีม่วง
and then
ปะ
closes things out.
ไปโรงเรียนนะ
I
ไป
was
โรงเรียน
very
ไปโรงเรียน
worried when Alpha put the lockdown into
ไป
short
โรงเรียน
and
ซะ
Durka
ไอ้
missed
เหี้ย
the
เบบี้
kill
มอส
on these
ไป
players running
ไป
to try and deal with that ultimate.
นี่ไป
And
โร
yet
ง
he's
เรียน
still there, rock solid for the team
ไป
towards
โรง
the
เรียน
end.
อีกหนึ่ง
That is a man
Khang,
seeing
Khang.
flashbacks of locking.
Don't. Why have you said it? Why have you said the name? Are you truly the curse?
It's not,
By
not that
long
much
lady,
come back just yet.
Not yet.
ไอ้พวกเกียร์นี่มันมึงว่ามันโรคจิตปะวะ
Best.
มันวอนอ่ะ มันรู้เว้ย
Seekers
มันรู้ว่ามัน
in.
กำลังจะ
Looks
โด
like
น
they
อะไร
know
อ่ะ
this one.
แต่มันก็ยัง
No
ทำอ่ะ
hesitation. Durka still
มึงว่าสิ่งนี้
standing.
เรียกว่าอะไรวะ
The Iceman starting to activate. The mental reset. But Leo's only good for one. I thought he caught that for a second. Sadak gets a second go of things. Durka on the switch up here. They're already going to push up on long.
เฮ้ยอะไรเอาปืนไหนเนี่ย มึงจะใช้ปืนเอา
Committed to the operator there as well. He does still have Blade Storm to try and work with. But once lOUD get into these positions, once that Viper Orb goes down, it
ผม
is
เป็น
so
ไข้
tough
หวัด
for
ใหญ่ขอ
Fnatic
กำลังใจ
to
หน่อย
have
ครับ
any chance of retaking
ตอบ
even
ถูก
in
ทุก
a
ข้อ
4v3.
มึงบ้าเปล่า
To commit super heavily on this flank.
เหี้ย
Boaster and Alfia putting the pressure on Sadak.
ขอกำลังใจเห็นคำว่าขอกำลังใจมึงไปถูกทุกข้อหมดเลยดิ
You absolutely don't. So Boaster's
สวัสดีครับน้องแคทสวัสดีครับ
Didn't expect the second layer to that. But it's still 2 on the side. 2E's and Cowanzine spotting out towards Chronicle. Tries to slip away with the punish on the back. Wait, the swing. Cowanzine didn't fully get around the corner. And Durka is coming.
โอ้
2E's.
โอ้
Oh, God, 2E's. What a clutch. What a way to push lOUD up
เจ็
to
บ
11.
เจ็บเหลือเกิน เจ็บพี่ตุยเหลือเกิน
What a ridiculous moment for a player that has had
เจ็
a
บพี่
quiet
ตุย
couple of
เหลือ
maps to
เกิ
come
น
alive. So many moments, so many ways in which that could have gone differently. And yet Tui's just gets these players delivered into his crosshair one by one. That's another backbreaker for Fnatic. Another absolute backbreaker.
Mini's on the timeout. Instant. Oh. You've just seen Durka smashing his desk. And you're up. And you're at him. Timeout for Fnatic.
Their economy's in shambles.
It absolutely is.
They're almost obliged to give lOUD
12.
12 match point and then try and win 5 in a
คู่
row
แรกสนุกไหม
to get
โค
things
ตร
back
สนุ
into
กครับ ส
overtime.
นุกที่สุดใน
This
ทัวร์
is
นาเมนต์แล้ว
Fnatic
ฮะคู่แรก
not just on the ropes but on the edge of
เนี่ย
elimination
นอนหายใจ
and on
เข้า
the edge
พื้
of
น
failing to secure this legacy and era
หายใจออก
that
พฤ
was
หัส
theirs to secure at this tournament.
It absolutely was.
We've never had an era of dominance in Valorant. It has always been back and forth. lOUD winning their championship in an era of dominance, you could argue, for that old Optic team, and they stole it away from them.
Yeah, El Clasico got shattered. Now, look at the ults. Add that into the equation. Throw that into your mind as well that lOUD sit on a lockdown. They've got so much to play with still. And Fnatic barely.
คู่ชิงคู่เดิมพี่ว่าไงก็สนุกดีฮะ
That
สนุกมากด้วย
1v3 might have sealed Fnatic's fate. We're yet to find out. We go back into this one. Mini, that was his last chance to truly check in here. He has to get the boys ready for this because lOUD are now poised on the verge. And they're going to be confident as hell.
Boaster's just got a shorty in garage. there are still threats around the map. Fnatic are going to be hoping and praying that lOUD fall
โอ้
into
อัดปัดลั่นจังอะ
some
22-9
kind of danger.
เนี่ยแล้วเดินแงมด้วยความมั่นใจกูบอกกูจะแตะ12ไอ้สัตว์
Quite find what they wanted here.
Ooh.
A little bit of chip damage, but
Yeah.
still very much alive. Pressure going to be towards the B site as well.
โอ้โห
Loud in no hurry.
ม่าน
Such
เว
a
ลน่ะ
great
เยอะแยะไป
high
หมด
time for being able to cut off the player that is in Leo's position right now, trying to get info at the front of B. You combine that with the Viper wall, and you can't see anything on defense.
Here are those ults that they had in the back pocket that they get to depend upon. Thoroughly enjoy as they take away another potential round here. Fnatic gonna have to pull off the retake. And it starts with that. Aspas draws blood.
เรียบ
Takes
ร้อ
away Boaster.
ย
Again,
กา
they're
รัน
working
ตี
with a
ต
lot
ก
less
รอบ
here.
ครับ
Stingers,
Fnatic
Guardians. It ain't pretty
การัน
stuff.
ตีให้เลยครับ
Aspas just
อั
farming
ด
up
ปัด
here.
ลั่นมากครับ
Making it hurt. Durka does get one back, but he's going to need more. And maybe he's going to get more. Time though. He's running
เอา
low.
กระดักโอ้ยเหี้ยไม่โด
Second
น
away.
What the
But he
fuck
goes back for the space
โอ้โห
for
ดูอัด
kill.
ปัดเล่นดิ
Aspas betters him
พี่อัด
again.
ปัดแม่งปีศาจไปแล้ว
Leo are left to watch.
โอ้โห
And it's going
อั
to
ดปัดเก็บ
surely
4
be 12. Aspas is coming alive here.
โอ้อัดปัดว่ะ
He's got a chance to go for the ace, but they don't know where Leo exactly is. So he's going to show his back to him. But that's a sorry consolation prize.
Oh, it's 12. Loud. Chances now in front of
ย้ำแค้น
them
ไป
to
อีกครับ
close out a plenty.
Fnatic
Yes, using some of the
ก็ยัง
ults.
คง
Yes, running
มา
down
ล้าง
a couple
แค้น
of
กับเรา
players.
ไม่
You know,
ไหว
they have
ครับ
full
ไม่ไหว
repurchase on this. They still
ย้ำไป
have
อี
the
ก
vibe
ย้ำไป
to
อีก
spin. And on the other side, it's a glass
NT
cannon, a
ครับ
bulldog, and a very
ด่านนี้เขาแข่งจริง
substantial lack of rounds. It's been nearly 5 in a row coming back through here for lOUD.
แม่งโหดจริง
lOUD have figured something out about how to beat this Fnatic team, taking it to them, putting the pressure on. They are one round away from knocking them out. In a sorry 4th place.
Boaster, first one under pressure. Aspas towards the site and Boaster looks dead. He's dead, he absolutely is. Counting's got him, but Chronicle trying to hold on. Static on the trade. It's down
อะไร
3
วะหน้า
now. Durka out
เอี้
for
ย
Leo.
พวกมันเล่นกันดีแบบดีจัดเลยว่ะลาวอ่ะ
Trying to close up, but
โอ้โห
Counting's
GG
thrown it. And the pop flash towards CT. As Alpha and Leo have a 2v3
พวกมันเล่นกัน
try
ดี
and
แบบดี
navigate
จัด
here.
ๆครับ
Counting closing out. It's all on Leo. As Fnatic face elimination.
แล้วดูเลสวางเป้าอย่างงี้
And
โอ้โห
he's got him. It's been
สุดยอดครับ
173
ลาว
days since Fnatic broke Brazil's hearts. And now vengeance is served.
ก่อนจากกันนะครับก็ใครที่ชอบคลิปนะฝากกดไลค์นะครับกด Subscribe นะครับผมก็จะได้เป็นกำลังใจในการทำคลิปต่อๆไปนะครับขอบคุณมากครับ